all right. Looks like, excuse me, looks like we are live. Hold up, gotta close the door real quick. Yeah, there we go. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream today. We got a great show for you guys. Like always, we're going to be talking about a lot of interesting information, rumors, news, clips, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this next upcoming week or so. I'm looking forward to it. Shout outs to Justin with the 3.
I'm not going to lie, for some reason I got a little misty eye looking at my 9-year Switch review. It brought back a lot of memories, good and bad. Also, I think I need to stop lying to myself. My favorite game series is Pokemon after seeing my review. Lol.
I think that's the thing with everybody. It's like, I hate Pokemon. The graphics, everyone talks about it, and then they look at their year in review and it's like, I spent 10,000 hours in Pokemon. I still hate it though, but you know, hopefully they'll do better next time. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're gonna be going over the year in review. I'm gonna go over my own year in review. And the games that I was playing. I don't remember if I did my Sony year in review. I think I did, but I forgot. I definitely didn't play much, but yeah, I might look that. I don't know if I can even look that up anymore, but either way, shout out to just thank you for the $3 dono. You were the first Ninja Blood. Yo, let's go. Anybody that does 3 or more, you can beat my man Justin on the board, striking first. Obviously, drop a dono and get yourself some music, yo. So shout out to Justin if you want to let me know, and I got you, fam. Let's go and get into some shout outs though. Big love to Justin. Daniel C, what's up, Daniel C? Welcome to the stream. General Zamora, what's up, General Zamora? Welcome. Carlton San, what is good? David V, what's up, David V? What is good? Life will change. Nar, what's good? No side. What is up? Jim Pacers fan. What's up, Pacers fan? Good to see you here. Welcome. Shout out to the Pacers, old school. I like Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller is one of my favorite players of all time. Choke. So yeah, not like, you know, the famous choke that he did like when he scored like 11 points in like 5 seconds or something like that. So shout outs to Reggie Miller. Shout outs to the Pacers, old school. Big rival of the Bulls back in the day. Let's see here. NIT. What's up, NIT? Welcome. What is up, Lando? My most played game was Xenoblade X, 300 hours, yo. Yeah, my most played game was Xenoblade X at 83 hours. So yeah, even though like I didn't do everything in Xenoblade X, I still did enough. I'm still waiting for that patch, and then I'll probably put like 100 and something hours into it. So yeah. Upper Nimbus, what's up, Upper Nimbus? Yo, Chalice DJ, what's good? What's good? What's good, baby? King Tree Freak, what up, King Tree Freak? West Side OM. What is good? What is good? Gangsta Slayer, what's up, Gangsta Slayer? Welcome. Dan Dips, what up, Dan Dips? Shout outs. What is good? Dream a Little Mo, what's up, man? My most game was, I think, Pokemon Legends ZA. Is that what you meant with 200 hours? But I don't know what Zaza is. Are you about Pokemon Legends ZA, or I don't know what Zaza is though. What's up, party man? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Big love to the man that loves the potty. What's up, Nintendo Dope? What's good, baby? What's good? What's good? What's good? King Tree Freak, what's up, man? Did I already say that? Fladius, what's good, man? Welcome. Shout outs. Pure Psychotic, what's good? Xenoblade X was my top at 112. Yeah, Xenoblade was a lot of people's top. A lot of people's top was Xeno, because Xeno was just so good. I think I put that 80 hours in like a month too. It was like not even, because like I stopped playing it after we found out like the information about the whole 60 FPS code thing. I was like, all right, I'll just chill till we get that patch. You call it Zaza? Okay. Well, not everybody knows your little pet names for Pokemon Legends for video games. So it's like, oh, little Zaza. Oh, come here, boy. Oh, you're a good little boy, little Zaza. Ah, good, you're a good boy. Out here using code names and pet names and stuff. Ain't nobody know all that, fam. Just say the name of the game. Let's see here. New 2D Metroid, LOL, you got me? Yes, there's a new 2D Metroid. Of course there's a new 2D Metroid. Of course there's one coming. A big Metroid reporter, Mr. Reese Riley, He talked about it. We talked about it in today's video too, but it's not going to be ready till 2027. Although I'm getting slammed on my video about that for some reason.
Kirby is always #1 in my heart though. Lol, my most played games was Pokemon Za, Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet, and I played 265 games, 857 hours. With a full-time busy job, a wife and 2 dogs somehow.
256 games? That might be like how many people play like the whole generation. And you already played that in like 1 year. That's wild, Justin. That is crazy. Yeah. Oof, man. That is, I don't know if I can play that many games in 1 year. I play like 60 something games. So I don't know if I can play 200 and something games. That is crazy. Good stuff though, Justin. Thank you for the, first of all, shout outs to the Kirby dono. I got not used to that notification because nobody's done it. That $19.92, nobody's done it in a while. You used to always do it, but nobody did it. So shout outs to Justin. I appreciate that. 23 when it comes to the combo board. We out here. Anybody does 23 or more, you built my man Justin, or $19.92 on the Stream Ninja board. Yo, I appreciate you. Shout outs to Justin. Because I was like, what the heck is, I thought I was playing some Kirby music for a second. I was like, what's going on? Shout outs to the JoJo's too as well. Appreciate you, Justin. Big love, Justin, coming through. Crispy Tofu also with the $1 dono and says, hey OJ, I know Square Enix has a lot going on right now, but how much of a priority is getting FF14 on Switch 2, do you think? I mean, they already said that they're going to, so I mean, like, it's obviously a priority because they said that they're going to do it. So yeah, they're going to do it. Just be patient. Just be patient. Wait for the Nintendo Directs. Wait for it to be ready. But I mean, they already literally said, yeah, we want to get it on Switch. So they're working on it. They're working on it. Just be patient. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Danny Owen? Welcome. Thank you, Crispy Tofu, for the $1 dono. Evening OJ, Zaza's another slang word for weed, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zaza has a lot of different slangs, no matter, depending on where you are in the world. Yo, what up, Joe 9K? What's up, fam? Says Xeno 3 needs an update. All the Xenoblade games need an update. It's not just one game over another. They literally all need an update. They all could use an update. So we'll see what happens going forward. I mean, I think that they could maybe announce it at like once the next new Monolith Soft game is ready. Like, hey, in the meantime, we have all the different Xenoblade games updated. So I think it's going to be a strategic announcement. I don't think it's just going to be something that they just drop out of nowhere, you know? Yo, Dior, thank you for the 57 months, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. What's up, Zay Corin? Welcome. What's up, Justin? Again. Back at it again. Triple time, baby.
But a lot of that is probably trying almost all my games back compatible games for like a minute or two.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. A lot of that is definitely that true. Yeah, a lot of that probably is that. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a lot of it. Okay, yeah, that's true. Let's see here. Shout outs to Crispy Tofu. Thank you for the 3, Justin. Up in that lead to 26. Also, shout outs to Crispy Tofu with the $1. And says, yeah, you just curious. Oh yeah. I wasn't hating on you, Crispy Tofu, but just, yeah, they already stated that it's coming. So just be a bit more patient with that one. Just be a bit more patient with it. But no, I'm not an MMO guy, and I probably will never be an MMO guy, just because I don't like to dedicate my whole life to like playing like one game. You know, like I don't like the whole MMO life, like where you just have to sit there and grind away for 5 million hours. It's like worse than like a JRPG grinding. You know, it's like, or like single player JRPG grinding. So no, I'm not a fan of MMOs. Never really been a fan of MMOs. Probably will never be a big fan of MMOs unless they do like an incredible like Xenoblade MMO. I don't see myself ever really getting into them like that hardcore or really at all. Shout outs to Nate E with the $5 dono and says, I need Xenoblade Chronicles X to get a patch. How I've been waiting. Yeah, I still started up. I put 80 something hours into it, but yeah, like a lot of people are waiting for the patch. So I think that if they get that patch going, if they get something, and I think that'll be good for the Switch too, just overall, you know. Let's see here. I'm kind of surprised I managed 32 games within a year of cumulative 600 hours. Yeah, that's pretty good. You play your games for a good amount of time, you know. So, I mean, I had 500 something hours, and I played 63 games. So, shout outs to Johnny with the 10 months of membership. Thank you so much, Johnny, with the 10 months of membership. Appreciate that, going on the year. So yeah. Big love, big love. And also, we've hit a couple combo breaks, overclock, 30-minute extension. We got full extensions today, guys. Let's get it. Let's go. And we get the double or triple platinum today. We going for the single one right now. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. I appreciate that. Yo, Katana Riku, what's up, man? Just got off work. Hey, there you go, man. Good to see you here. Hopefully you can relax, grab something to eat. You guys go get a snack. Go get a snack, grab something to eat. Chill. Let's talk about some games. Let's talk about some Switch 2. Let's talk about Xbox. Let's talk about PlayStation. Let's talk about whatever you guys want, man. But I'm hyped and pumped up, like always, to discuss with the homies today. I actually just got done working out myself. I just got done running for about maybe 30, 45 minutes and then lifting weights for about 20 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes. So I'm ready to go, man. I'm amped. So you guys get your comments in. Get your comments. And remember, if you drop a dono, put your music requests in there. A lot of you guys are asking questions, but I don't see any good video game music requests in. So let's do that. Let's get some of that. I play on the Wii U, so I mean, I ain't worried about worried, but I love the patch. I mean, yeah, I played it on the Wii U too, so it's like I'm not really too worried about it, but like, you know, obviously it'd be nice, especially for like the multiplayer. I think multiplayer at the 60 FPS would be really nice, you know. I started Xenoblade X in the beginning of the year, but stopped early because I want to wait for the patch. Everybody wants to wait for the patch. The patch would be really nice too. Like, it'd make the game look better. Like, it looked so much better in motion. And also, like, if they actually updated to, like, they improved the graphics and stuff too. Like, imagine that game, like, running with just a little bit of an extra boost of the Switch 2. Like, it's worth the wait. You know, it's worth the wait for me. Johnny with the super sticker. Thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate that, chat. Let's go, baby. We are out here. The hype already coming through. Appreciate you guys. 37 on the board. Like I said, full combo and effects and rewards in today. Let's go, man. Shout outs. Only MMO I want to play is Dragon Quest X. Probably that's never going to happen. Yeah, looks like Dragon Quest X probably isn't going to happen. Crispy Tofu again with another $1 dono. And he says, let's talk about the... Okay, hold up. No, Crispy Tofu says, just wanted to say your vids have been awesome lately. Seriously, they're great. And I totally agree about Metroid Dread. It's criminal that game didn't score above a 90. Yeah, I agree. And also, thank you for the $1 dono. And then also Nick93 says, let's talk about playoff games. I am not talking about NFL today. Like, I honestly, I need to just hire and make an NFL channel. So if you know how to edit or if you want to be a part of it and you seriously want to work, let me know. Send me an email. I will seriously consider making an NFL channel if anybody wants to help with editing or if you know how to edit or whatever. So if you want to be a part of that, let me know. But I can't. I need to do it. Everyone's been telling me you should totally just make the NFL channel. But if I do it, I got to do it right. I don't want to do it to where it just becomes like a weird 49ers fan channel or something like that. So if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right. So I need to have some good editing, and I need help because I won't be able to run this channel and also do that NFL channel at the same time. So I don't want to spend streams here talking about NFL so much. So I'll do the NFL channel at some point. Let's talk games today though. Let's talk games. Let's talk video games. We talked a lot of NFL yesterday. so we're doing games today, guys. Video games, not NFL. So yeah. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm gonna do it, guys. I just want to see what type of content creator I want to be. Do I want to be a reaction streamer? Do I want to be like, you know, like Nightcap, like, you know, or like, you know, Speakeasy, like those guys, Acho, and those? Do I want to be more analytical? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what type of content creator I want to be. And, you know, so when it comes to NFL, so I'm thinking I want to be reactionary and analysis. So react to what guys like Broussard and First Things First and ESPN, because like that's just easy clickbait, right? That's just easy. I disagree with Stephen A. Smith. I agree. Like, it's just so easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm gonna do it, I want to add that in, plus have my own takes. You know, so like I said, if I'm gonna react to people, I ain't reacting to little streamers that I disagree with or that I don't like, with like little Seahawks streamers or content creators. I'm gonna react to the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dumb like these other weirdos on YouTube that think that they've got some type of what's it called, jump on somebody else reacting over like a Nintendo content. I'm not dumb. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it big, and I'm gonna do it right. And I'm gonna do it where it's maximum exposure, not something stupid, wasting my time for 500 views or a couple thousand views on a video of me complaining about somebody else, you know. So yeah. Shout outs to Nate E with the $5. This is Opinion Thursday morning recap overview Thursday, Tuesday. What I'd want to do is I'd want to do on the games like the night of the game, so that would bring more hype in. So it would definitely be like Monday night after Monday Night Football. It would be Sundays. It would be Thursdays. So it would be specific days that I would do that, you know. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. I got a whole off season to really figure it out before I really decide what to do, you know. So I'll take some time, but I have to hire people. Like that would have to be like a higher job and then like revenue split, you know, like based off of like, you know, stuff like how well the channel does. So because I don't have enough time to be a dad, be a husband, be an uncle, and also cover Nintendo, because there's going to be a lot of Nintendo stuff at the fall. Like it's going to be packed full of Nintendo first party content this year and games just in general. So I've got to be ready to cover all that, you know. So I don't have the time. I don't have the capacity to do it right, you know, or like to do it like myself, just by myself. See, let's see here. Let's see. But thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $5 dono. 45 on the board, yo. 45-minute extension already unlocked. Here we go. Shout out
Overclock Buster,
boys and girls. You really should start a side channel for football. Easier said than done. You do spend a good amount of time discussing on stream. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'll do that. Something like Nightcap would be nice, like Shannon Ocho does. Yeah. Or like Speakeasy. That's like that's the I'm starting to like Speakeasy a little bit more than Nightcap, to be honest. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm obviously in the minority in that one, but I'm kind of liking Ocho and Shady and, you know, Care Bear and those guys more than Nightcap, and they just copied Nightcap, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't have the team to do something like Nightcap though. I don't have that type of team, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But like I said, I think I might do like more like reaction to like stuff that, you know, people say, like big time guys, like I said, First Thing First or ESPN. Like, I think I want to do stuff like that first and foremost, you know. Let's see here. I love football and damn Jets. Yeah. Something like you need a good partner in crime. Perhaps Baron stop being the tank. I did do something like that with Baron earlier on my other channel, the PlayerEssence channel, but like it's just it just didn't work. It just like I said, we don't have the production team to do like Nightcap and all that. Like we don't have the resources to do that. So it'd have to be like a reaction with edited. Like it'd have to be more like what I'm saying, like reaction to like Nick Wright and those guys and Broussard and like what I think about them. And then like I said, we can snowball from there. We'll see how big or not it gets. Then if it gets better, if it gets good, you know, then obviously we can hire on more talent and things like that. But yeah, for right now, it'll probably have to be like reaction content or like just straight up, here's what I think about the Niners game, or, you know, whatever, right? So let's see here. Hey, OJ, dude, what protein powder do you recommend? Just like an organic protein powder. You know, I usually use like an organic protein powder that has like mixed with greens. So it has the protein powder, then it has the greens all mixed in. So something like that. Organic, that's what I use, man. When I do use it, a lot of times I don't even use it, to be honest. I just eat a lot of chicken, you know, for protein, but yeah. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Elias? Welcome to the stream. Got the Switch 2 at launch. And my last Nintendo console was the GameCube, says Ken Dorset. Yeah. A lot of people are I think this year is gonna be the year that a lot of people who haven't picked up the Nintendo Switch 2 pick it up now at this point, because like I said, I think Furukawa is setting the table. He's setting the dinner table. He's setting it up. You know, he put the little, you know, the apron, and he put all that on there. And the Nintendo Direct is coming up in February or March, and he's basically teased and said, hey, look, man, we got sequels for much anticipated games. So when people say much anticipated, like, you know, like sequels that people have been looking for, well, what does that mean? I mean, obviously it's Mario, it's Zelda, it's Pokemon, it's, you know, it's Smash, it's all the stuff that we know about, right? It's all that. But then we also got new titles, right? So then there's also new stuff. So he's kind of setting the table up for the big Nintendo Directs, you know. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be hype. I'll give you great feedback, like Perna and some of my favorite football-oriented creators. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. Hopefully 49ers can at least put up a fight against the sea. Put up a fight? Well, I mean, both games that they played this year, I mean, it was close, both games. So, I mean, they won by 10, and in the fourth quarter, it was a one-score game, and then McCaffrey gives the ball to them in the end zone, and right there by the end zone. The first game, the Niners won with the last-second touchdown pass. So yeah, I think it'll be a close game. I think they'll do more than put up a fight. Furukawa's cooking. I mean, him and his developers are cooking. Shout outs to Chocobo PR. Thank you for the 22 months, man. Appreciate that. Yo, combo breaks in the house. Let's go. 15 more combos, guys, and we've got that 1 hour extension. One Toby Blaster. Appreciate that, guys. Shout outs. Let's go. People were going crazy over Nintendo stock prices crashing. People go crazy when the stock prices go high. People go crazy when they go low. You guys notice how I never talk about stock prices even when they're really high. I don't talk about stock prices when they go low. I don't talk about stock prices because there's no need to. They always go up and down. Once Nintendo announce their results, or if they have a Nintendo Direct, they'll go back up. So it's really no point. It's just people talking just to talk. Like I said, I don't ever talk about stock prices because there's no point. Like I said, I don't think I even mentioned Nintendo stock when it was like at an all-time high last year or something like that. And like when it was doing, like I didn't make a single video about stock prices because there's no point. I'm not an investor. I don't have any money in it. And even if I did, I probably still wouldn't say anything just because, like I said, it goes up and down. So if anything, I'll say this. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you can, buy on the dip. Buy on the dip now because later in the year, there's going to be a bunch of big new games and there's going to be a bunch of hype and excitement with the upcoming Nintendo Directs. So buy on the dip. Like I said, I can't tell you what to do. But if you are into stocks and trading, buy now while it's low because it's going to be back up later. Probably, like it always is, so yeah. I also didn't report on Sony stock going down 20% or this percent or going up. I just don't ever report on that because it's just not really important. At least for me, it's not. So yeah. Let's see here. John Riggs choke slammed somebody through a table at a wrestling event. Good for him. 2D Metroid, but yeah, like my Metroid video got a lot of dislikes, so I'm guessing people thought that it should have like that I lied in there in terms of what was being said, but it got a lot of likes too. But yeah, 88.9%. So yeah, whatever. I don't even know how to make videos these days. I don't even know what to do at this point. No, I'm joking. I know what to do. Let's see here. Day Trader Essence. Yeah, Day Trader Essence. Let's see here, but no, it's not really people going crazy. 99.9% of people don't care about Nintendo stock. Nobody cares. A bit random. It was nice seeing it amount of time in totality and the initial start date of the game 2019 with my current NSO account. I definitely wouldn't play Rogue Company. Oh, nice. I remember Rogue Company. That actually did okay, right? On Switch 1 or more. It was like, whatever. It was like, what was the Rogue Company? It was a Switch 1 game that was like the free-to-play game, right? That title. Yeah, there's Nintendo stock price or something like that. There's like, obviously it's stock price, right? So you can look, it's public information. You can look to see like, where it's went. So people's like, oh, it's went down 30% since this. And it's like, it was at an all-time high last year. Once again, I don't report on it. I don't care because stock price always fluctuates. It goes up and it goes down. And sitting there and reporting on it 24/7 about going up or going down or going this way, it's just dumb. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't matter what their stock price is at for in terms of what games we get. Nintendo has $1 bazillion in cash reserves. They're incredibly valuable as a company. So predicting, oh, stock this, oh, down, like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter for us as the consumers, and even us as the media, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, now if Nintendo was on the brink of bankruptcy or something like that, and they needed like a cash bailout, then like that's something that it's okay. Well, hold up, like their stocks might be stopped being traded or something like that. It's getting dire, right? So that's when it would actually be like, I am an investor like in other things, so I do have other stuff. Like I know investment stuff, right? But I'm not invested in Nintendo. But anyway, like it would only be a problem if it was like, oh my god, like their cash is running out, they don't have hits on the table, they haven't been selling any systems. Like that would be when it was a big problem, and like it's crashing all the way down to like a really low amount that it's never been before. Like it's never been before, and that'd be a problem. But 20% up, 20% down, 30%, like this happens all the time, especially after like what people hear in the media. The media, oh, it was less than the Switch 1. That can cause the price to go down. If they have a big Nintendo Direct, and people start buying the system, that's the cause of the stock price to go up. So are we going to start reporting on every single fluctuation and every single, it's just, like I said, it's just silly. There's no point for media or consumers to really report on that. But it's only Nintendo's that they report on. They don't report on Sony and Microsoft stock prices when it comes to certain, like, they don't really do that. It's just Nintendo. So it's kind of like a one-sided thing for the most part, you know? So that's why I don't really report on it. Just because it doesn't matter. Because like I said, especially with companies with massive amounts of equity and massive amounts of cash reserves and massive amounts of IP, like, those companies, it can fluctuate. Some of the biggest companies fluctuate. So that's why I don't really care, if you want to know my opinion. People that talk about it in videos, like YouTubers, it's because they're it's straight up clickbait. They have no idea what it means. They don't care, but they're just trying to push a narrative. That's the only reason why. Because they never reported on it when it was at its all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's at its all-time high, they don't report on it. But when it's lower, oh, now I'm going to report. But they never reported that when it was at its all-time high. So it's only for clickbait. It's only to make money. It's not because they want to report fairly on the stock fluctuation. And none of the people that watch videos on YouTube, especially none of them are investors in Nintendo. Like, none of them are. So it doesn't matter to them. Or if there is, it's a very, very tiny percentage of people who actually have, like, that watch YouTube Nintendo videos that are actually invested into the company. Most people are not. So it's irrelevant, if you want me to be honest. Let's see here. It's because it's really leaked more of speculation from informed leaker, little info. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's based off what media says. It's based off of what investors are hearing. It's not based off of how the company's doing. It's not based off of actual anything. It's like, oh, well, there was some discounts in Europe. Or there was, like, it's just based off of that. It's not based off of anything else. So once we get their financial report, then we'll see. Then we'll go from there. Once we actually get their financial report, and then it can fluctuate based off that financial report or based off what they say that they're going to do or not. But like I said, it's irrelevant to us as consumers. It doesn't matter. Like I said, the company has like $1 bazillion in cash reserves. They've got the most valuable IP in the industry. Some of the most, like, it doesn't really matter. So yeah. Let's see, these idiots selling low before director Mario movie. Hey, look, like I said, buy right now, and if you want to, go ahead and buy it right now if you can. Buy now because it's gonna go up later. OJ, do you agree with Dreamcast guy that PS5's price will increase to $1,000? No, I don't agree with Dreamcast guy that PS5's price will increase to $1,000 because that's literally that system, that suicide, that system end life. If they agree, I don't think he even said that. I don't think Dreamcast guy even said that they'd increase the price to $1,000. But no, if they increase the price to $1,000, I can guarantee you that would be the end of the system actually selling anything significant. That's why I was so hesitant on price increases or big price increases for any of these systems. They just can't, you know, like, they're going to have to figure out other ways to cut costs or other ways to do things. Although Nintendo did say that, hey, look, based off of tariffs, we could pass, like, hey, we pass that to the consumer, which I was trying to tell people from the beginning that tariffs are passed to consumers. But, you know, some people debated me on that and try to say no. I'm like, no, they're passed on. That's just how it is, bro. Like, not my fault you wanted that. You wanted that, not me. I didn't want that. Let's see, speaking of stock prices, you already have you already talked about the 2D Metroid? I did talk about it a little bit. So yeah, Reese Riley talked about how the next 2D Metroid game is probably coming in 2027, and it's going to be kind of controversial with some of the things that they do. Some fans are going to like it, some fans are not, so that's what he said. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Juice Man Bond? Welcome. Your mind reading fallacy strike again. People report on other consoles as well. No, they don't. No, people don't report on stock prices of other consoles. Not really, no. Unless, have you watched any videos of anybody reporting on stock prices for Microsoft or Sony? I mean, that's just not something that people do. Let's see here. If reporting on Switch 2 sales is irrelevant, I never said reporting on Switch 2 sales is irrelevant. That's you not being able to comprehend what I'm saying, and people only doing it for clickbait. Once again, I never said reporting on Switch 2 sales is irrelevant. Never said that. So you want to go back and listen to what I said again? And I'm gonna give you 2 more comments, by the way, rule of 3. Either way, you're gonna pay me $10. I'm not doing this all stream with you because you come here every single time for this, and I'm not doing this all stream. We're not turning this into one of your streams again. I'm gonna give you 2 comments, okay? 2 more on this topic. We're not talking about stock prices. It's stupid. I don't report on stock prices being all-time high last year. I don't care about stock prices now. So I'm consistent, okay? The people that you're talking about when it comes to stock prices, they did not report on stock prices being an all-time high. The YouTubers that are reporting it's terrible, they did not. Unless you have proof that they did, which you don't, because trust me, they didn't. The YouTubers right now that are reporting on, oh my God, the stock prices is, trust me, they didn't report on Nintendo stock last year. Trust me, I checked. They didn't, okay? So you've got 2 comments, okay? You've got 2 more comments, and that's all I'm doing with you today, brother, okay? I gotta go on dad mode. I gotta go on dad to son mode here because you're a kid. Okay, you don't know sales, you don't know, you're just talking a lot. All right, so listen, buddy. All right, you got 2 more comments that I'll answer, and trust me, they didn't report. They only report when it's negative. They never reported when it was at an all-time high. Trust me, they didn't. I checked. Okay, unless you've got proof that they did, tell me where, when, and how. Go ahead, I'll give you those 2. Okay, you got 2 comments, so use them wisely. Otherwise, I'm gonna need a crisp $10 bill from you, okay? Thank you. I'm not here gonna go back and forth with you all day on this, bruh. It's like arguing with a little kid. I ain't doing it. All right. Let's see here. In my opinion, Nintendo will feel obligated to announce a really big game real soon. They were gonna announce a really big game real soon anyway. They were gonna do it regardless when it comes down to it. So they were gonna do it at the Nintendo Direct coming up regardless, because they've always done that. So yeah. So yeah, it's all good. Hey, look, man, I gotta run an entertaining stream. So me saying dad mode and me saying kid, that's me just being entertaining. Don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it personal at all. Sorry about that. If you took it, don't take it personal. But like I said, you got 2 comments. So if you want to say one more on this, go ahead and give me. Let's just get down to business. Go ahead and give me the people that are reporting on all time and being super negative about the stock prices. Tell me the day. And tell me who actually reported when it was an all-time high. Go ahead. That's the next comment that I want to hear from you, my man. All right? I'm sorry if you felt that was insults. Sorry about that. I can be man enough to say sorry. Now go ahead and tell me who did that. Tell me the people that did that. Go ahead. I don't want to hear anything else because I apologize for the whole dad mode thing, okay? So go ahead and tell me who it was and what videos. Don't look it up. Just go ahead and tell me. All right? And if you can't, just say, hey, you know what, OJ? I can't tell you. All right? And then we can just move on. Good? Good. All right. Let's see. I say that because some people think they will do partner direct because they have lots of games already announced. But in my opinion, that would be a mistake from an investor's perspective. Felipe, they don't just make up Nintendo Directs like, oh my God, we're not doing so good. Let's get a Nintendo Direct out here. That's not how Nintendo Directs work. Nintendo Directs are planned months in advance. The games that we're going to see are planned months in advance. That's never been how it's worked. It's not based off of, we've announced games already, a lot of games, so we're not going to announce anything because so we're going to have a partner. That's not how it works. It's never worked like that. They've announced a lot of games before in the past for the next following year. That's what the Nintendo Directs in September are for. Nintendo Directs in September announce a lot of games for the beginning of the next year or whatever. So this is not something new, Felipe. Like you're letting people online shape what actually happens in the history. Nintendo always announces a lot of games for the following year at the end of the previous year. At those September Directs, we get games for the following year. That's happened for a long time now. Nintendo plans games months in advance. If they were planning on doing that, they're going to be planning on doing that. It's not based off of, oh my gosh, this happened, now all of a sudden we're going to have a big game. Have a Nintendo Direct instead of a partner Direct. That's not how it works. That's just not how it works. And they don't just randomly announce big games because of, oh my God, this is not doing well, so now we're just going to announce a big game. They've never done that. At least they've never done that in the last decade that I've covered them with the Switch 1. And even in the Wii U era, they didn't do that. They still plan it around an event, around something, and still take their time to do that. So, I mean, stop getting smixed by people online, you know, like just look at the history and then say, okay, they're probably going to do this based off of what they've always done before. Stop looking at comments and thinking that Nintendo's going to react to what people say online, like as if that's how they plan their Nintendo Directs or their partner Directs or their indie directs. That's not how they do it. They do it based off of months ahead of time. They were planning this at the end of last year. They were planning this. You know, they weren't planning it right now. Like, all of a sudden, oh my God, let's get something ready to go for the direct. Those things take a hot minute to edit, bro. Those things are not done, you know, overnight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Game Cross, Mr. Frost, Dreamcast guy. Dreamcast guy reported on Nintendo's stock being at an all-time high. I do not think Dreamcast guy reported on Nintendo's stock being at an all-time high. I don't know who Mr. Frost is. I don't know who Game Cross is either. But I don't think Dreamcast guy reported on Nintendo's stock being at an all-time high. That was the focus of his video. I highly doubt that. So yeah, that's false. Let's see here. I'm telling you, people legit forget that Nintendo did when it comes to directs. They have a consistent pattern outside of 2020. Yeah, I know, seriously. Oh man, Vatsant cooked him. Okay, Vatsant cooked him. This guy's a liar. Like, the Game Cross, Mr. Frost, and let's look this up. Mr. Frost, Nintendo stock. There's nobody named Mr. Frost that reported that Nintendo's stock is at an all-time high. There's literally nobody. There's literally nobody that reported this. That there's nobody that said that in terms of all it is just, like I said, the same guy that I debated, the OmniArch, he's just Nintendo grifter. Nintendo did everything wrong. AI thumbnails, people aren't paying. He's getting tons of views doing that. So shout outs to him. Nintendo can't afford their own, just clickbait. Just angry clickbait. But no, there's whoever Mr. Frost is, I do not see it from there. Dreamcast guy also did not do that either. So no. So yeah. But anyway, we'll see. We will see. Nintendo's Direct is coming up. Nintendo's not hungry enough. They don't want to do their games enough. All right, we'll see. Once again, we had a lot of people saying that as well with the Switch 1 in 2017 and 2018. We had a lot of people saying that. So we'll see who's right. We'll see who's right. I hope you didn't ban him though. I hope you didn't ban him. Okay, no, he wasn't banned. I think he was just timed out. Plus his logistics nightmare, curating websites and metadata for games from partners and NCL to be done in a single day, not to mention making sure that the message is localized. Game crosses PlayStation content, so bias. Yeah, like I said, it's this rule of three. This guy is being, he just made up stuff. I don't think he even really understood what I said in the first place. So yeah, it's all good. Justin with the 3 says, can I request we talk about how great Dragon Quest VII is?
Can I request we talk about how great Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is? Can I get some Pokemon Sword Gym music?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Pokemon Sword Gym music. I wish you didn't. Actually, I wish you didn't time him out though. I wish you didn't time him out. Don't be so quick to time him out next time. Pokemon Sword Gym music. Sword Gym music. I wish you didn't time him out so quickly. Just because it would have been interesting to see how he got what he says. But yeah, he definitely lied. There is no Mr. Frost that talked about that. There is nobody. At least not that I saw. Maybe the person changed their name. But Dreamcast guy definitely did not talk about Nintendo's stock being at an all-time high. He did not. Let's see here. Okay, 5 minute from that. Okay, gotcha, 5 minute. Plus, let's see here. It must be tough being a long-term profit-based company in a world full of short-term profit executives. Someone from Furukawa's prioritizing long-term over short-term profits worded perfectly, in my opinion. Yeah, once again, like I said before, guys, I'm used to this. This always happens. You got a bunch of people that are fake analysts out here that want to sit there and say all this stuff. But like I said, get it in now. Do it now, because by this time next year, you won't be able to. So go ahead and get the last of it in this year, or at least try to get it in this year. Once they announce what they announce and they get all those games out and directs happen and all that type of stuff, and you'll see what I'm talking about once they actually have their investor meeting, then it's going to be harder and harder to do this. So get it all in now. You know what I'm saying? Get it all in now. Because like I said, I still have not seen a single person from 2017 that was like rule of three. Not a single person has talked about those situations. They said the same thing with the Switch 1. Oh, it's going to fall off. Oh, their stock goes, Nintendo stock fluctuated in the Switch 1 era. Crazy, right? Or was it at all-time highs 24/7? Of course it wasn't. It fluctuated up and down, and people made videos about it being low and this and that. And people said the same thing. So, once again, we will see. But if I was a betting man, which I am a betting man, I wouldn't bet against it. I would not bet against it. But once again, you have to. People are making bank. I just saw OmniArch TV, the guy that I debated about Pokemon. Dude's getting 100K videos using AI thumbnails and just being negative 24/7 and saying, oh, look, they made a mistake. Oh, they did this. Oh, they did this. Oh, it's just 100K plus. Because like I said, it just gets into the algorithm, and that's what people are, that's what just dominates right now. That's why I don't look at any of the YouTube videos, because they're insane. Nobody else has that type of thing put on them. It's literally the company, legit the company that sold 10 million units in that, probably sold 15 plus million, most ever in most ever in 7 months or so, probably for a system ever in sales. That is legitimately the only company that I'd see people making stuff like that. There is not a single other company that I know of in the history of gaming that will sell 10 to 15 million in the first 7 months or so and have videos almost daily about how they flopped or failed or nobody's buying or no, like literally it's never happened from when I've covered YouTube. It's never happened. There's not a single system ever in the history. It's only Nintendo. Like, that's the only system that I've ever seen that. And like I said, if I'm wrong, feel free to point me in the direction of another system that has sold that much in that little of time, and somehow people were making it, failed, it flopped, it didn't do good. There's this. I want to know. I really want to know what that system was, because it's never happened outside of Nintendo systems. Like, outside of people talking about like the Switch 1 and saying that it's going to fail eventually, or people talking about the actual failed system like the Wii U. The Wii, we didn't really have YouTube like that, but it was a bit different back in those times. But in terms of modern time with YouTube, out of all the systems that have launched, I've never seen that. You know, I've never seen that in my life. This is the only time that I've ever seen it. So it's interesting nonetheless. Let's see here. But shout outs to Justin with the 3. I appreciate that. And yes, we can talk about how incredible Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is. It is really good. If you have not played the demo, go check out the demo. Go check it out. It's awesome. Let's see here. Goofy really tried to prove something by using random. What he said wasn't even correct. So yeah, it wasn't even correct when it comes down to it. So yeah. Was not even correct. Let me see. Dreamcast guy definitely did not make a video on Nintendo stock being at an all-time high. I just looked it up right now. He did not. He made a video saying I was wrong about the Nintendo Switch 2, biggest console ever already. So he made a video saying that he was wrong, of course, 2 months ago. But he never made a video. I just checked right now. He never made a video saying that that Nintendo stock is at an all-time high. He never made a video saying that. So yeah. That is another lie. That is another lie from this guy. So yeah. Let's see here. Grid Legends coming to the Switch with Switch 2 with GameCube controller compatibility and motion controls. Not sure about mouse. First legit racing simulation game that utilizes mouse most control options. Yeah, yeah. I don't think you need mouse controls for a racing game though, right? That doesn't make really any sense, like mouse controls. But yeah, it's good to have the GameCube controller support for that game. The demo for the OG Switch. The demo should be for the OG Switch as well. I think so. Just look up Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. Just type it all in and it should pop up. Dean with another $1 dono. Watch the next direct be called Do or Die for Nintendo selling 19 million in 10 months just isn't enough. Well, we don't know if it's sold 19 million yet. That's their forecast. They might revise that forecast, but I don't know how well the Nintendo Switch 2 did in like regions outside of the top 3. So like we have the biggest regions are Japan, US, and Europe, right? We kind of have an idea how it did. We have a really good idea of how it did in Japan, but we don't have the full picture. Nintendo online sales, Nintendo store sales aren't counted. They had a huge stock of shipments. Nintendo does not count those sales, or Famitsu doesn't count Nintendo store sales. Nintendo apparently had a big stock that they did sell to people online as well, so we have to see how that's counted in, but we have a general idea considering we get the sales every single week. The US, it's a little bit harder to tell because there is excess of stock. There is a good amount of stock. You can always go in and walk in and buy one, but it definitely sells in certain areas, metropolitan areas, certain areas, like it does really well. So it's doing okay in the US. And in Europe, it's kind of like wavy depending on what area you're talking about, right? So it's doing okay overall. So we have an idea. But we don't have the full idea because once again, we don't have the areas outside of those places. So in other parts of Asia, right? Not just Japan, but like other parts of Asia, other parts, like certain areas of you know, obviously we have to talk about like, you know, South America and stuff like that. Like there are other areas where it's expensive, right? So it's probably not doing incredible, but there's still something there. So once Nintendo actually gives us the total, I think that's when we can kind of say it. And I think that's the reason why we were all kind of off on the original total of it being 10 million plus. Nobody guessed that it sold 10 million plus in that first, you know, 4 months or whatever it was because once again, it's not just US, Europe, and Japan. There's other areas outside of that add maybe up to another million, 2 million or so, right, to the total of where they ship to or where they sell systems at. So I think we need to wait, and that is probably the best analytical look at it. We need to wait till February, and in February, in the next less than a month from now, and a few weeks from now, Nintendo will announce it, and then we'll kind of see, like, we'll have like the full picture. And like I said, they might actually revise it. I wouldn't be surprised if they did revise it to like 17 million or something like that. But we'll see. They might have already sold 16 or 17 million. 16, 17, 6, 7, you know, so it's kind of close. They might have already done that. So if they've already done that by the end of December, obviously they're not going to change their forecast, right? They're going to keep their forecast right where it's at. But yeah, we'll see, you know. So yeah. Let's see here. It's hard to talk about anything without. No, that's not true. On Liverpool 7. A lot of people don't even really get timed out here, to be honest. A lot of people actually don't even really get timed out too much. The reason why he got timed out was because I said, hey, tell me who it was that did that. He named people, and all those people, he lied. He just randomly named people. Dreamcast guy never made any videos about Nintendo stock being at an all-time high or anything like that. He never made a single video. I just checked. So he's lying. He's lying in order to make conversation or argue. And that's the problem that I have, is like, there's nothing wrong with actually talking, but if you're gonna talk just to be negative, don't lie. Like, don't lie to me. I follow Dreamcast guy. He's my friend. I can easily check. I checked. Dreamcast guy did not make anything about stocks being at an all-time high and all-time low. Like, he didn't check. Or he didn't.
For the peeps in chat who think that you get timed out for just talking, that is false. People only get timed out for being rude and breaking rules in the stream. Yeah. Included in that is instigating fights in chat. Just come to streams and enjoy. No nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the reason why, is because he lied. That is a clear lie about what he said. That's a lie. On top of that, he didn't even interpret what I said right in the first place. So, yeah. So yeah. No, and once again, we're talking about stock being at an all-time high in terms of recent and making a video about it being at an all-time low. That's what I'm saying. You don't pay attention. You're just here to instigate and to argue. Dreamcast guy made no videos recently about Nintendo stock being at an all-time low and then now being at an all-time high and then all-time low. You don't pay attention. You're just here to instigate and to argue. That's all you're here for. And to be negative. That's it. You're not here to actually tell the truth. You're just here to be instigate. That's it. Dreamcast, I checked this channel. He did not. We weren't talking about have they ever made a video about stock prices. He didn't make a video about it being at a low or a high when it comes down to recently. That's what I was talking about. Like, that's the problem. He didn't make he didn't make either one with that. We're not talking about 2019. That's irrelevant. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're too quick to just jump to argue. You like to run your mouth before you even know what someone's talking about. And I'm getting like tired of your ass. Like, I'll be honest, like, I'm getting tired of it. I don't feel like arguing with you every single time when you're so quick to just disagree with me before you even understand what I'm saying. So what I'm telling you, bro, is like, stop. Like, I'm telling you to stop. No, I explained in detail. You don't listen. You type before I explained in detail. You don't listen. You're not good at listening. You like to talk. So I'm asking you nicely to stop. If you need clarification, ask for clarification and then talk. But don't just blurt out something and try to just instantly say that I'm wrong or instantly try to make me look like I'm lying or I'm just trying to defend or nothing. The problem with that is that it breeds a hostile environment, bro. Every time I say something, you disagree. Every time I say something like they haven't done that, you disagree. Every time you say, no, there's this. And it's fudging annoying as a streamer. If you stream and every single time the same dude comes and instantly just cuts you off every time before you've even processed what I've said, that would be annoying. So I'm asking you nicely to stop doing that. And if you don't know what I'm saying, just ask. Just say, OJ, can you clarify? Just ask. The problem is that you're so quick to jump in because you don't like Switch 2 or you're not happy with it or whatever, and I like it, so you have to come here and argue. And I'm getting like tired of you doing that. So I'm asking you nicely like to stop doing that.
Also, we have been dealing with misinformation and grifters for 7 months.
Yeah.
Screen ghosting, game keycard,
yes.
$90 games,
yes.
and system bricking. It gets old.
Yes, it gets old, bro. It gets old. It gets like super old, you know? So yeah. But like I said, if you don't like the way that I'm running my stream, if you don't like the way the mods are doing it, just feel free to go. Good, bad, zoo, rule of 3, you guys don't have to be here. You guys can leave. If I don't like the way that a content creator is running their stream, or if I don't like the way that what a content creator says, you can say your piece and you can go. You don't have to be here. If you don't like it, leave. And honestly, I won't blame you. So feel free to leave. If you don't like it, or if you don't like me, or you think it's too sensitive or whatever, go. When I don't like something, or if I feel like I'm getting in my emotions about a content creator, I leave. I simply just go. So feel free to go. I'm giving you guys the green light. Because like I said, I'm getting kind of tired of this dude just cutting me off every single time. It's annoying. And he only does that with that. He has nothing positive to say about anything. He has nothing. Like, if you're more balanced, then I'd be more willing to be like nicer about it. But this dude has been a douche every time he comes here. He instantly cuts me off and acts like I'm lying about every single thing. And like I said, bro, as a streamer, I get kind of tired of that. Like, it's just not, it becomes not fun when people do that, because I don't do that to other people. So I don't expect people to do that to me. Or at least, like I said, ask for clarification. I don't do that to other streamers. So I'm asking him nicely to stop. And I've asked him to stop doing that. I've said, yo, man, like, you're just quick to just jump the gun. And they said, oh, well, 2019, bro. Ooh, I gotta be careful. Bro, we're not talking about 2019. We're not talking about, bro, we ain't talking about 2019, fam. I literally talked about what happened recently. We ain't talking about 2019, you know? So that's all I was trying to say, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, just chill with that. Just Just chill. Just chill with that. That's all I'm trying to say, fam. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm getting kind of tired of that, bro. I'm just getting kind of tired of it. Like I said, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. This stream might not be for you. Once again, we can have discussion. We can have people agreeing. You can agree. You can disagree. But like I said, just jumping in and cutting me off and saying you're lying. Basically just saying that I'm lying about everything. Because that's what this dude does. That's our rule. He literally says I lie about everything, or I'm not correct about every single thing that I say. You know? Every single thing that I say, he says I'm not correct. He challenges every single thing. There is no common ground whatsoever with this dude. That's how I know he's trolling a bit. So I don't need to spend time and energy with him on here. I don't need to do that. Like, I don't need to do that. Like, if you're gonna challenge every single sliver of something that I say, and then be wrong on top of that, because you don't want to just let me finish or ask a question and clarify, bro. You would get tired of that too. Everybody would get tired of that as a streamer, bro. Like I said, I don't want people to feel like they're not allowed to talk. You can disagree. That's fine. But it needs to be balanced. It can't just be, I disagree with everything you say 24/7, no matter what. And then when I say, okay, well, what did I tell me who it was? You name a bunch of people that is a complete lie. That's not even pertaining to what we're talking about. I'm like, dude, they didn't make any videos on this. Oh, well, I was talking about 7 years ago. Dreamcast 7 years ago. This is what I'm talking about. We're not talking about what somebody said 7 years ago. 2019 was 7 years ago. Clearly, we're not talking about what people were saying with Nintendo in 2019. That's insane. There was nothing that I said that alluded to 2019 or anything like that, or any specific year. I just said that years fluctuate. They go up and down. I don't care. But 7 years ago. So that's it, man. Let's see here. Brother, we're human. We'll all just ignore them. No, we're gonna talk about it because, like I said, we had a number of people that were mentioning it, so we gotta just nip it in the bud right now, bro. We gotta just nip it in the bud right now. I don't mind because, once again, today is not a heavy day. It's fun. I like this. It's my job. I don't mind talking animated. Like I said, when I cut this off, I cut it off. I don't care. I don't have a problem with Rule of 3. I have not banned him. I haven't even timed him out. Mod's timing out. Like, I don't even time him out. But I need to get that off my chest, because I haven't said that to that man, because I'd say the same thing to his face. I'd say it to if somebody was a friend of mine, I'd be like, yo, you annoying me, bro. Every time that I say something, you got a problem. If it's like that, then feel free to leave. Because listen, I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me on certain things, but there is, like, legitimately, even on the most basic things, this dude will sit there and disagree with everything. And then when I ask him to clarify, he will round about and he'll just make every excuse in the world. He consumes grifter content 24/7, then comes here to try to make it seem like I lie, or that I'm tired of that, bro. So yes, I ignore a lot of stuff. Trust me, I ignore a lot of people making videos. I ignore a bazillion things. But one thing that I'm not gonna do is have people come here, this dude, every single day or near every day when he feels like to being like negative, and come here and try to tell me that I'm a liar or that I don't know what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna put my foot down so he doesn't come here thinking that he can do that, because the thing is, I let him do that for a while now. Like, I've been letting him do that, and he thinks that he can punk me, and that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna allow that. Like, I'm not gonna allow somebody to talk like that every single time he's in here. Like I said, we can have common ground on something, but this dude is insane. Like, he legit says that I'm lying or that I'm false 24/7. Dude, I can say Nintendo Switch 2 sold 10 million, and he will find a way to sit there and say, but no. Like, he'll find a way to sit there and talk, literally, to talk around that. We talked about that the other day. He would not even answer me straight when I said, okay, well, what about when the Switch 2 sold 10 million? All people that were trying to say that it wasn't doing well. He made excuse after excuse. He couldn't even agree on a fact. Dude had a problem agreeing on a fact. He would still roundabout and make excuses. So I'm tired of it. So I got to put my foot down today, man. And this is it. So I hope he's still listening. I hope you're listening, dude. Just stop it. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. The sky is purple, OJ, you're wrong. I mean, listen, I don't mind debate. Debate's great. I love it. It's awesome. But Jesus Christ, man. Like, dude won't even agree on stuff that's factual. I can be like, yo, I breathe air. He'd be like, yeah, well, not everybody breathes air. Huh, fishes breathe they breathe underwater. They got gills. I'm like, yeah, but I was just talking about me. Oh, well, who cares if you're talking about, you're not the only person that lives in this world. I'm like, I never said, no, well, back in 2019, there was a guy that could breathe underwater. His name was Harry Houdini. I don't, you know what I'm saying? 2019, 2019, yeah, right, like 100 years ago. So it's like, bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like every single thing that I say, dude gotta bring up some type of argument, man. Like, it ain't even that serious. All I said is that people said this before, bro, with the Switch, with stock. I don't report on stock price and all that because it's not relevant or important. A lot of people that are reporting on it don't report on when it's all-time high. They only report when they can get clickbait and it's low. And they're doing it because they can make money. That's really it. Let's see. So that's it. That's all I said. It's funny because Nintendo technically projected a softer holiday season than even critics were projecting, and they projected 8 million plus for the third and fourth quarter of the fiscal year. Well, we'll see. Like I said, once Nintendo actually gets their gets their investor report. But yeah, it'll be okay. Do I push through the finished Persona and move to start Dragon Quest VII demo also? The Dragon Quest VII demo is pretty short, so I mean, you can do it. I was grinding though. I maxed out on the Dragon Quest VII demo. I literally maxed out to the point to where I can't even level up anymore. They don't let you level up past 15. So I maxed out on my level. I maxed out on my level. So, and I didn't use where you get way more experience. I didn't use that. Or I get way more gold. I didn't use that. I just used everything normal, but then the enemies were on hard. Like the enemies were on strong, but everything else was on normal. So I think I put around, 15 hours into that Dragon Quest demo. I just grinded out in the sea, like with the tougher enemies. And I just grinded until everybody hit 15, which was awesome. Shout outs to Justin though. Thank you for the 3, man. I appreciate that. Let's go, man. But yeah, Justin said the same thing. Also been dealing with misinformation and grifters for 7 months. Screen ghosting, game key cards, $90 games, the system bricking, it gets old. Yeah, and like some of that stuff is like, I think fair. I think that like, you know, criticism when it comes to game key card stuff, you'll never see me, you know, super defending that. I don't like it. The screen ghosting stuff, I tried to catch it. I couldn't catch it really, but I understand, like I get that it's there if you slow it down and like Digital Foundry stuff, like I get that, you know. So there's certain stuff. The system bricking, obviously that's stuff that's in every single EULA, so that, I mean, that was insane. The $9 game stuff, obviously that was insane. That's obviously incorrect. You know, on some other things, there's a bunch of other things, but yeah, we've been dealing with a ton of different stuff overall. But that's why it's cool to have your own outlet, right? You can kind of get through what's right and what's not and give your own opinion, just as everybody else can do the same thing too, you know? So yeah. Water is orange, PlayerEssence, don't lie. I mean, well, if you took some orange dye and you put it in water, then that would make the water orange, you know? So there's that as well. But yeah, but I think for like a live debate thing, I think that you know, it would be fun for that guy. But once again, oh man, it was just crazy. I don't know how many times I've opened Dragon Quest VII, started it, and just closed it. Must be the time of night where I don't want to get into it. I think you're probably just not into RPGs. I don't know anybody who likes RPGs that opened up that Dragon Quest VII demo and was like, oh, this isn't inviting. It's very inviting. The graphics look great. The music is surprisingly good, solid, okay. It's easy to pick up and play. The characters move fast. There's plenty of customization options. You know, it gets you into the gameplay fairly quickly. Like I said, it looks nice. So I'm guessing you're just probably not into JRPGs that much, because everyone that's played it so far is like, yo, that's actually a pretty good demo. What's up, House Gang? Welcome. Yeah, you ended the demo at level 14. Yeah, you can do one more level if you want. You can do one more level. But yeah, it is kind of grindy. But I mean, you're already there, right? Level 14. You might as well just finish it off and get to level 15 real quick, right? Let's see. Maribel and Dragon Quest VII, kind of annoying though. I hope she gets better. I mean, I don't know, man. It depends on what you consider annoying or not. In my opinion, like, characters need to be different types, so you kind of have to have people that are legitimately written in a certain type of way, like annoying. Everybody's not going to be like the coolest character in the world. So you're gonna have people that you're supposed to not like, or oh, I like that person more than this person, or oh, that's the villain, he's this person, like, oh, or he's annoying, or he's this. That's how it's supposed to be written. So I think that was intentional, that she was written to be a bit prissy. She's obviously the mayor's daughter, so she's gonna be a bit stuck up at times. That's how she's supposed to be written. So to me, that's fine. If you're saying that she's annoying, that's the whole point. She's supposed to be a little annoying. They did a good job writing her then. Because that's the whole, that's her. She is annoying. She's a bit prissy. She's a bit stuck up, and she's annoying. Let's see here. Would you consider a Path of Radiance stream? If it was like a sponsored stream, yeah. But I mean, like doing like a full Path of Radiance stream? No, not really. I'll just play that on my own. It's inviting. I'm definitely not the biggest JRPG guy for sure. Plus being late night, yeah. So there you go. You're not the biggest that's really what it is. You're not the biggest JRPG guy. There you go. Problem solved. Let's see here. By the way, my earlier comment was about the Metroid vid. Seems some were mad because it's less of a leak and more of an informed speculation from an insider with very little info. Speculation? That's not speculation. He spoke like he knew what he was talking about. He literally said that it's going to be a divisive things from fans. How is that informed speculation? He's saying that it's going to be divisive, and he said that it's probably going to be 2027. So clearly, he knows that the game is coming. So that, I mean, and he leaked the information out. He put that out there. So I mean, I don't know. To me, it's fine. I think that you can use that. You can use that term. But okay, I get it. That's fine. If people are upset about that, that's fine. Whatever. But I don't know. I don't know if it's informed speculation. More so of it, he knows what it is, and he knows that that's going to cause some problems when it comes to what people are saying. So he clearly, I mean, he wouldn't say that unless he knew. But hey, whatever. Whatever. If I have another video that he says, I'll do it again. The biggest problem I see with game cards is some people get secondhand cards and wonder they'll get bricked because they bought one that someone copied on a custom card. You can't copy any Switch 2 game key cards on a custom card. That is impossible to do that. So I'm not sure where you heard that from. I think what you're doing, Argo, is that you are mixing up a story of the MIG Switch, which is with Switch 1 games. So that is a Switch 1 game where you can take the game and dump it on a MIG Switch and then sell the game, and then it's already been flagged as being dumped or tampered with. That is not with game key cards or Switch 2. You can't do that with Switch 2 games. You can't do that with game key cards, physical cartridges or not. So yeah, you're mixing up two stories from one story from last year or so, and people just talking bad about game key cards. So yeah, like I said, I think you're just a little confused. So yeah. Let's see. I played 30 minutes of the demo and was sold. I'm not gonna wait to. I'm just gonna wait to play the full game. Yeah, some people do that too, where they know that they're sold already. I will say this, Westside, you might want to just get through that, because the beginning is a little bit like, it's fun and it's good, but there's a lot of just walking around and stuff. So you might want to get that first, because it gives you a pretty good chunk. You might want to get that first chapter done, because it does take a little bit to kind of roll. So you might want to do that. You might want to get that done already, to be honest. But yeah. What's up, Huddy? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. Big consideration before y'all come to the show, because consider it and say hello to the stream host before spewing stories and information. Yeah, that's another thing that I'll say. A lot of these guys, that rule of three guy, he doesn't even say, yo, what up, OJ? He doesn't even say hi. He just instantly goes in, and like I said, you don't have to like me, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and entertain all your questions if you're gonna be so demonstrative every time you come through to the stream. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like someone, or if you think that they're a liar or whatever, I'm not here to sit there and argue with you 24/7 about something, especially if you don't like me. Clearly, he doesn't like me. Clearly, he doesn't, clearly he thinks that I lie about everything, or he thinks that I'm misunderstood, or that I make excuses. He knows I'm intelligent when it comes to this stuff. He knows that, but he thinks that I'm biased and that I just he's just here to be antagonistic. So you're talking about that rule of three guy. He's not here to actually enjoy the show or ask me questions, or I don't think he actually likes me or my content. He's just here to argue and be antagonistic, because that's the type of person that he is. And that's fine, but I'm not going to put up with it all year. We just started this year. He started it last year. I just thought, we're not going to do this like all year. Absolutely not. Like, either you're going to pay me $10 to be antagonistic, or I'm just going to like say, screw it. I'm not going to talk to you. Like, I didn't come here to do all that. Like I said, you can disagree, but dude don't even say what up, OJ, or like he don't even say hi. Like, and like I said, he disagrees with everything. Like 100% disagree ratio. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I say, regardless, he's like, and then when I prove him wrong, he says, well, nobody else thought that, or nobody else said that. And it's like, dude, what do you mean? Yes, that was true. You know, so anyway, I'm done with that guy. That rule of 3 guy, if you're still watching, man, I'm kind of done. Feel free to just leave, bro. Just feel free to leave. I'm not doing, or like I said, or you can pay me. You can pay me and I'll argue with you for 10 minutes more. But if I see you in my stream and you're instantly just starting, I'm just going to be like, all right, man, I'm good. All right, you're right. And I'm just going to move on quickly. So I'm not going to argue with you anymore. I'm not going to ban you, but I'm not going to argue with you back and forth unless you want to pay. So I'm going to put you on troll tax from the beginning. You want to argue? That's fine. Pay up. If that's what you're here for, and if you're actually here to enjoy and you disagree and you want to conversate back and forth, I've done that with Felipe 24. How many times have I done that with Felipe? But I know Felipe is cool. Like, me and Felipe argue here all the time. Y'all seen it before. There's been times we have a whole damn stream with me arguing with Felipe, right? So it's not just because somebody disagrees with me. Felipe disagrees with a lot of stuff with me. But at least he's cool. He says, oh, what up, OJ? Or hi, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he asks other questions. He doesn't disagree with damn near everything. You know what I'm saying? Felipe will be like, he'll be balanced. There's some balance to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just all this. So yeah. So that's the thing there. How long can you grind the demo? You can grind the demo until you hit level 15. Level 15 is where the buck stops at the demo. So 15 till you can grind there till 15. And shout outs, guys. We got the 57 on the combo board. Now we're up to 10 or 67 because of that 10 coming in. You said, well, I think that's a 2027 release. Implies he doesn't know for sure. The divisive thing could be leaked into a big ambiguous way to say either way. Okay, feel you on that one. So that's the Darius. With the $10 dono. Yo, the JoJo's coming through and says, yo, playoff football has been a blast. In my sports app, I've been battling Seahawks, 49ers, and Bears fans. Can't wait for this weekend. I mean, obviously you got the Rams, but you guys were looking shaky against that 5'2" quarterback, Bryce. Yeah. Y'all looked a little shaky against that 5'2" quarterback, but yeah, man, good stuff from the Rams. We'll see how they get past the Bears or not. Big love, thank you for the 10. Yo, we out here. Noah and Mio are flying through the elite ninja skies. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Appreciate that. Rossi voices ever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a problem with arguing going, but like I said, this dude don't even say hi. He's instantly accusing me of lying or of manipulating or not telling the truth. He's instantly saying that I don't want, like, he instantly says that, like, bro, there is no gray area. There is like no, like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, okay, here's what it's just no, you're wrong about that. And then when I am right about, oh, well, everybody said. That's like, bro, no, but you just, ooh, it's like, I'm tired of it, bro. Like, I'm so tired of it. Like, nah, you're going to have to pay me if you want to do all that. You're going to have to pay me if you want to do that, fam. You ain't just going to be coming here and doing all that for free. Shout outs to Darius, though. Thank you for the big 10, man. I appreciate that. You out here battling other... Dude, I don't even really be arguing with a ton of sports fans online about stuff because there's really no point. Because if you do, it's just going to be like... I don't know. Everyone just wants their team to win, you know? Everyone wants their team to win. Everyone wants their team to do well. And hope that you can, you know? And hope that you can do well. So, it is what it is, right? Shout outs to Darius, though. He's a big time, long time homie. I know you're looking forward to your Rams this weekend and everything. I ran into a Rams fan when I went to go get my see about my phone being fixed, and like he looked at me and I was wearing my Niner hat. He had nothing to say, so definitely playoff mode, you know, for everybody. And he was decked out in a Rams hat, Rams gear, expensive Rams gear, like the tan outlines hoodies. I think those go for about $80 to $90, and you know, so he was decked out, nice, you know, hat and all that. So everyone is in playoff mode at this point. So yeah. Yeah, I went to the game. Those boys had us on the ropes. Salute to the Panthers. Yeah, they had you all on the ropes. Yeah, but that's how playoff football is, man. That's how it is. Seahawks Niners is going to be a great game. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Yeah, so okay. Dawson, I'll see about maybe adjustment for for like the next video. The video's doing good though. Video's definitely doing good when it comes to the views and stuff, so that's good. So yeah. So let me give you guys this too when it comes down to logic and what people are saying. So I had an interesting conversation with someone on Twitter about a post. So basically we were talking about Nintendo Switch Sports, okay? We were talking about Nintendo Switch Sports, and one guy was like, Nintendo Switch Sports sold poorly, because Nintendo Switch Sports, that sold 16 million, right? Obviously, Wii Sports Resort sold like 30-something million, 33 million or whatever. Wii Sports sold obviously like 80 million, but bundles plus some of it non-bundle, but whatever. Obviously, it sold a lot. A lot of people bought the Wii for Wii Sports, so whatever, right? So Nintendo Switch Sports is like the next in the line of that or whatever. So he was trying to argue that, oh, well, since the previous games sold much better, Nintendo Switch Sports sold bad. And like we kind of went back and forth for a while. So I'm like, all right, let me just end this right now. So anything when it comes to revenue, because we got into like the revenue battle in terms of how much it made, because obviously Nintendo Switch Sports, that game probably didn't cost Nintendo more than like 5 to 10 million to make, right? But it sold at about $40 a pop. Let's just give it revenue wise, probably at 16 million. You're looking at what, $640 million? So you're looking at, if let's just be generous here, right? And just say probably $500 million in revenue, or sorry, in profit. This game probably didn't, like I said, max 20 million, but I don't even think it took that much to buy to make that game. But whatever, right? Obviously, they made a ridiculous amount of profit off the game. So he goes, the next thing that he says is that I tell him, okay, look at the Nintendo Wii. Look at the Nintendo DS. Nintendo made, profit-wise, Nintendo made significantly more money, like billions of dollars more, off of the Switch by itself than the Wii and the DS. So that means the Wii and the DS they're failures, right? Since those didn't get as much revenue as the Switch won. Then he put this long thing. I didn't even read it because he just started playing mental gymnastics. So then the logic is this. Let's just take it back to a game then. So I'm like, all right, let me make it simple for you. So what about Mario Kart 8? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold 70 million units. Mario Kart Wii sold what, 35 million, 33 to 35 million. So that means Mario Kart Wii is a failure, right? That means it sold poorly, right? That means every Mario Kart sold poorly, right? Because it didn't sell as much as the previous games. Or it didn't sell as much as this game. So, since it sold millions more, Mario Kart 8, I guess Mario Kart on the DS is a failure. Mario Kart, I think that game sold, what, 20-something million? Mario Kart DS is a failure. Mario Kart Wii's a failure now. Mario Kart on the 3DS is a failure. All these Mario Kart games that sold 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, they're all failures. And the only game that sold good was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And that is when he checked out. That's when I told him checkmate on this one. And that's when he started getting salty. He's like, we're not talking about Mario Kart. We're talking about Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. There's been no checkmating. If anything, you've been checkmated. You're bringing up stuff completely unrelated to the topic at hand. See, this is the problem when you don't go to school. This is the problem when you don't go to logic class. If you go to logic or if you go to debate, this is hypocritical. That logic is flawed and it is hypocritical. You cannot apply your logic of something doing poorly only to the things that you feel is correct or is right. You don't like Nintendo Switch Sports, so it did poorly. So let's apply that same logic to a different game franchise and the same games within that franchise. Or do you only apply that logic to what you feel like, which is just this one franchise? That is flawed logic, that is hypocritical, and like he hasn't responded back to me on that one. But yes, that is a flawed logical take. Just because a game in the present or the past didn't do as well as one game or one certain game in the franchise doesn't mean every other game did bad. Doesn't mean every other game flopped. It doesn't mean that. Final Fantasy VI did not sell as much as Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy VI was not a flop. Final Fantasy 9 or 8, those didn't sell as much as 7 or 15. Those were not flops. Just because your game doesn't do as well as a previous game doesn't mean it was a flop or did bad. It doesn't mean that. Does that mean Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is a flop because it didn't sell as much as Pokemon Red and Blue? Or how about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl on the DS? Or how about Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver? Those didn't sell as much as Red and Blue. So every single game after Red and Blue is a flop for the Pokemon Company because they did not sell as much. Some of them selling more than 10 million plus less. I guess those are all flops then, right? See, this is the type of stuff that you got to deal with when people try to talk. This is the type of faulty logic that people have, man. So yeah, using Pokemon Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet would be another way to counter. I mean, you can literally counter that logic with almost any game. Almost any franchise has highs and lows of how that franchise does. Literally, like every single game does. So, for example, Super Mario Odyssey. So I guess Mario 64 was a flop. It didn't sell well because my Odyssey sold 10 million plus units more than it. I guess it was a flop. How about Mario Galaxy? I guess that was a flop too. Odyssey sold way better than it. All 3D Mario games are flops, with the exception of Mario Odyssey. It's a flawed logic that only, like I said, people get angry and upset. And when it comes to what they don't like, they want to apply logic or talk about it. They want to apply anger or they want to apply what they want, but they don't want to carry that same energy to the same exact conditions, the same exact parameters to a game that they like, you know? Thank you, Justin, with the 3.
I think a lot of people don't realize how big a million people is. Also sounds like you found a Wii superfan. There's a group of people who think the Wii was Nintendo's best console ever. Lol.
Yeah, there are definitely Wii superfans. Those are definitely the kids that grew up, like if you were born, some of the kids that were born like in the late 90s and they grew up with the Wii, it's like etched in their memory that the Wii and waggling around the Wiimote was like the greatest invention known to man. Justin, so yeah, there's definitely some of that going on. Thank you for the $3, getting us to 70 on the combo board. 30 combos away from a 97 platinum streak. Thank you so much. 97 streak on the board. Let's go. Also, I got to shill real quick, guys. Shout outs to the Elite Ninjas. I appreciate you guys. We're going to be having a lot more stuff coming up here when it comes to a marathon stream. We're going to have a couple eShop card giveaways and different stuff that we're doing there. So if you want to get in and get more of a chance to win any of those, or if you want to get your emotes and your badge next to your name, consider becoming a member. !member, all lowercase. It's only $1 to join up, and it supports the live stream, and it supports PlayerEssence. So I appreciate all the members that are here. We have 400 plus members here. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. And shout outs to all the elites and new people that are going to join up as well too. So yeah, there's that. So thank you guys, and hit that like button too. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button as well. Okay, that's my one membership shill for today. Okay, let's get back to the comments here. That's why I don't take 99% of gaming discourse serious. It's all bias and narrative BS. Yeah, and like when I had my discussion with OmniArch, you know, obviously, like I said, he's making a lot of money creating clickbait, creating, you know, outrageous, like, oh, the Nintendo did, like, they did this. He only applies to what he doesn't like, or certain things that he does not apply it to franchises and things that he likes. He will not make videos on things that he likes that are not doing well because he doesn't want to talk about that, which he admitted it. That's how a lot of these people work. That's how a lot of people operate. They don't want to talk about things when it's like, when it doesn't go well, like if it's something that, like a game that they like and it doesn't do well, or it's negative, or it's whatever. They don't want to make the clickbait video on that. They only want to make it on what they feel that they want to, that they don't like, or they currently don't like at the moment. So that's why you really can't take a lot of these people seriously, because they're doing it one-sided. They're not doing it balanced They want to act like they are doing it balanced and they're only just reporting, but they will skip what they feel like skipping when it doesn't suit what they like or not. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel that they can't make money off of it. Then it's not worth talking about. So that's why I don't listen to video game discourse as well. That's why I don't listen to it. Shout out to Deported with the $2 dono and says, can you review the schedule? Listen, I don't have a schedule. That's the funniest thing. Like, I know, you know, DSP, he makes his schedule so far in advance. I do not, I cannot do that because I don't know how my boy's going to react. I don't know sometimes what my wife has going on. I got to ask her. So I cannot make a schedule a week in advance like that guy can, which is pretty crazy. You know, which is interesting. So yeah, I can't do that. What's up, Falcon Launch? Welcome. It's actually that we're bored in the end of the GameCube era because I've seen it on many Wii U revisionist posts. All those users are under the age of 21. It's a common thing. I noticed it on Twitter. Actually, people that were born in the GameCube era. The GameCube era. Well, yeah, late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah, that's the GameCube era. I know GameCube was first announced in 1999, wasn't it? Like, so yeah, late 90s, early 2000s. Like, if you were born in the late 90s, the Wii was like, and you like Nintendo, the Wii was probably your first like system as a kid. That was probably your first system. So yeah, late 90s, early 2000s. The Wii would be like your thing. Like, you'd be like, let's say like you're like 8 years old, right? You were 8 years old. The Wii was, if you were born in 2000, the Wii was only what, 2 years old. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So if you were like a child, if you were like 10 years old or younger, that's where it's like probably like a little like under 10. That's kind of like the super Wii people, you know. I did check. Yes, I did do my year in review. That's what we talked about it earlier. My top 3 games were Xenoblade Chronicles X. That was number 1. Number 2 was Guardians of Azuma with 81 hours. Then number 3 was Donkey Kong Bonanza with 68 hours. So yeah, 524 hours total. Actually, I'll just show you guys right here. Let me just show you guys real quick. Shout outs to Deported Sicilian. Thank you for the $2 dono, man. I appreciate that. 20, what was that? No, not 20. 20, yeah, 28 combos away from that section there. So yeah, here's my 63 games total, 500. And by the way, notice how none of the grifters, none of the clickbaiters on YouTube decided to not show any of their year in reviews. I just want to make sure I point that out when it comes to Xbox didn't do one. But when it comes to PlayStation, PC, or Nintendo, trust me, a lot of these guys aren't going to show their year in reviews. I wonder why. Donkey Kong Bonanza, 68 hours. That was my favorite game. I put that as my number 1 game. So look at my, so January, February, not much game time. But March, things picked up. Xenoblade X. April, things were going, but there was a lot of editing because Nintendo Switch 2. And then June, oh my goodness, June was crazy because obviously Mario Kart and so many other games came out. Guardians of Azuma, I was playing that game as well, so I put a ton of hours, 90 hours. That was my top one, was June. 80 hours in July, Donkey Kong Bonanza and all of that. A little bit of a slowdown, definitely catching up on work and other things. August, but still played a good amount, 30 plus hours. But then it started to ramp up. It ramped up. October, Pokemon Legends ZA. November, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Kirby Air Riders, all of that, right? And then December was Metroid Prime 4. So it's 72 hours. So it was good. I put in a lot of hours. November, December, 140 hours plus into the games. So it was kind of like peaked right here. Took a couple months off to kind of recuperate because 90, I mean, dude, that's a lot of hours, man. 100 and like, what is that? 170 hours. So that's a lot of hours right there for me to play in 2 months. So I had to take a little bit of a break and recuperate a little bit. But then I came back strong, and then we finished out strong. So this year, I think I'm already going to beat this year in January. So year on year, I think I'm already going to be up because I've already put a good amount of time into the Dragon Quest demo. I put like 16 hours. So I think I'm already beating out my January and February total already for January. And we're only 13 days in. So pretty good. And now that I beat the demo for Dragon Quest, I think I'm going to go back to Trails in the Sky, which I was playing Trails in the Sky for January. I did put a lot of hours into Trails in the Sky for January. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna have a pretty good year this year. We've got a lot of big games coming out for the first few months too. We've got Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. We've got what was it? Next month we've got Resident Evil games coming out. We've got Pragmata in April. We've got Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection in March. Like, I'm gonna be busy each one of these months. I'm gonna be having a ton of games to play. So yeah. My top games, yeah, 81 hours of Guardians of Azuma, 83 hours for Xenoblade Chronicles X, 68 hours for Donkey Kong Bonanza. All right, take it easy, Dan Lee. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Is Nintendo's strategy to make a Smash Bros. Movie? I don't know about a Smash Bros. Movie yet. 68 hours for Donkey Kong Bonanza as well, because Smash Bros. Movie would be really difficult to make, so I don't know if that's the strategy. Most time with Xenoblade Chronicles X last year. And then I played 63 games and 524 hours. So a lot of different stuff. How's the Dragon Quest 7 demo? I never got to play the OG. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend the demo. 520. I wouldn't put 16 hours into a demo if I thought it was trash or if I thought it wasn't good. So yeah, a lot. This is a lot of hours for me. This might be one of my top hours for the year. I think I might have had a year where I did like 600 or 700 hours, but I don't remember because I can't access my previous ones. But yeah, that was a pretty good year for me, and it was only half the year really, with a lot of this stuff outside of like the Xenoblade Chronicles X, you know. Here's my breakdown. Obviously, I like action games a lot, so action and role playing take up 40, 50, 60, nearly 70%, right? So nearly 70% of my time. Adventure is part of that as well. Construction management. I don't even know what I played that was construction and management. Character driven. I don't know what character driven is. And shooting. I don't know if they. I'm not sure what I played. But yeah, action RPGs, action games. Just, you know, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. You know, Guardians of Azuma, Donkey Kong Bonanza. These were some of my favorite games. So yeah. That is my year in review, guys. That is my year in review. Rookie numbers. How many hours did you put in? You had over 1K? Well, this is just my Switch 2. This doesn't count my this is just my Nintendo system. This doesn't count my PlayStation 5. Doesn't count my PS5. If you count my PS5, I have 525 hours instead of 524.
It's funny seeing my year in review this year versus last year. I had like 60 hours for the whole 2024.
Oh.
Also, you can see every other year if you kept going down on the year in review.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me take a look. Let me take a look at that then. I didn't know that you can keep seeing more. I did not know that. Year in review just released. Okay. So let me click on here. So let me double check and let me see. Get started 2025. All right, I'll see what happened here. Sorry guys, it's gonna be a little. I hate this. I hate this here because it always messes up my green screen with the red. All right, it's calculating, guys. We're gonna get back to it. It's calculating my year in review. So we're gonna take a look and see how it all works. See what I did. Yeah, it's taking forever to calculate, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Might be close to 1K including PS5. No, I'm not close to 1K including. That was a joke. I'm not close to 1K including PS5. I'll be honest. Like, I don't know. I don't even remember what I played on my PS5 last year. I put a lot of time on my PS5 in 2014. I put way more time into my PS5. It was 2014 that I put a lot of time into that. So okay, so this is just tripping right now and it's not loading. So, or it's having trouble loading. So I'm not sure what's going on there. So yeah, like I said, it's having trouble loading. Any update on the game key card situation with extra cartridge storage? The only update that we got was that there are smaller cartridges now for some games. So yeah, it should get better with some games. But yeah, There is a potential 16 or 32 gigabyte cartridge. I think R-Type is going to be using the smaller cartridge type, so we did get that. So yep, that's the only update that I know of, at least. Thanks for showing. I wish Xbox did a year review for Expedition 33, but Xbox is down bad. Yeah, they decided that they don't have the money to do it, or they don't have the resources to. They don't have the resources to do it. I don't even know. Okay, here we go. Trip down memory lane. Okay, well, you keep on going on 2024 before you go. Celebrate the trip down memory lane. Okay. Oh my, it goes all the way back to the Switch 1? Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, we can take a look. 2017, I played Breath of the Wild. See your stats for 2017. We go take a look in 2017. Trip down memory lane. 2017. I have multiple accounts though, so I don't know if it's gonna catch everything, but we'll see. 180 hours in Breath of the Wild. 180 hours in Breath of the Wild. 108 hours in Mario Kart. And 89 hours in Xenoblade. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Let's go. Also gives you a top 21 games played at the end. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh. So many hours. Oh my gosh. So many hours. So many hours. Played. Okay, so they just give you like the breakdown of like how you played it. I just played Breath of the Wild, Splatoon, Mario Kart, Fire Emblem Warriors. Oh my gosh. Skyrim. Xenoblade. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. 2017. So can we do... Okay, yeah, we can do 2018. How you pull that up? Just go to Nintendo Everything, and they give you a... go on there and click on it, then you'll be able to click on the thing, just year review. Or just Google search it, it's there. The PS5 hack seems to be spreading worldwide now. RIP Sony. PS5 hack? Yeah, that's not RIP Sony. Nah, they'll be fine. I have 1,700 hours in 2025 with Apex Legends ZA. Xenoblade X, my top 3. Oh my gosh, 1,700 hours. I cannot spend that much time playing video games. Yes, I played the Dragon Quest demo. It's really good. It's good. Most played game in 2018. Oh my, Xenoblade Chronicles 100 and Wait, I spent 89 hours in Xenoblade in 2017 before the end of the year. Then I spent another 160 hours in Xenoblade 2 in 2018, bro. That's crazy. That is wild, bro. That is wild. 2 years of just putting it in. Okay, this one's actually pretty crazy too, because Smash Brothers came out at the very end of 2018. It came out on, I think, December 3rd or December 1st or something. It was like the first week of December. So I put 91 hours in just that month. In just that month, I put 91 hours in. 53 hours of Octopath. Gaming style, role-playing. Oh my gosh, so many hours. It's good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, February, Xenoblade. I played it for 3 months. 40 hours a month. Or no, 19 hours. So I was just playing it as much as I could. Mario Kart, Runner, Fortnite, when that first came out, Octopath, back to Xenoblade, Starlink, Warframe, Smash. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. It doesn't capture everything because I do have another account, but still good. Bro, I mean, I had time, definitely. Like, he had time on that one. December 6th. Oh my goodness. Brothers. 309 hours in Smash. Yo, party man, that's when we were playing Smash like religiously. I swear, I would be grinding on Smash with just online, like just fighting people, Elite Smash. Oh my goodness, yeah. 309 or 306 hours. I don't know if it's Starlink's. I mean, it's worth like $5, sure, yeah. 94 hours in Fire Emblem, 56 hours in Splatoon. Smash. You spent the most time with Smash Ultimate? Yes, of course. Pretty balanced. Oh my goodness. August, September, October. Hours. A lot of fun though. Smash. I wonder what I was playing in 2019, guys. I wonder what the game that I felt was the best game of the year. I wonder what my game of the year was. All right, here we go. I just played Smash until Fire Emblem. Yeah, we had to roll with Fire Emblem after that. Yeah, we were rolling. Oh, here we go. Astral Chain, baby. Yes, sir. Dragon Quest. Yes, nice clean 50 hours plus into Dragon Quest. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Got a Pokemon sighting. Oh, back to Smash. Oh, man. So yeah. I played 216 games for 418 hours. Okay, nice. Then I had 370 hours with the Xenoblade 2 in 2017. Before that, how did you eat? Okay, that's wild. How did you even sleep? You just played Xenoblade all day. 2020. Guess who's back? Back again. Smash Brothers is back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Bro. Smash Brothers. Also, Xenoblade with the cool 100 hours. And here comes Hyrule Warriors. Okay, here we go. This was COVID year. So COVID year, game time for sure. Fire Emblem, had to finish off Fire Emblem. Do some extra stuff. Start up the second campaign. Smash Brothers. Animal Crossing makes an appearance. For 2 months, Animal Crossing makes an appearance. Okay. Let's go. Smash Brothers. Yo, yiggity yak. Let's come back. That's another one, Jack. Yo, let's go. Yak Diesel with the $10. We out here. Says, yo, for future game releases that are limited print, would it be possible to maybe add a limited disclaimer to your vids? Would help occasional resellers like myself easily identify just an idea. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if something's limited or if there's like a situation, like I'll probably add that to it as well. What's up, Jackson? Shoutouts. Welcome to the stream. Big love. 2019, all we did was play Smash, bro. Like, that's all we did. Probably I'm going to come home from school. Were you still in school at that time, or you were graduating or something like that? I don't remember. But I think you were still in school. You would come home from school, whatever, and Chupa would come home from his class. I would finish my videos and all that, and then we would just, I'd stream, and we would just play all night, or we would just play in sessions. It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. We need that back, bro. We need that back. Although I won't be able to play like I did before, obviously, because I got a son now. Back then, all I had was, just a daughter, and she was already older at that point. So yeah, man, crazy. Good stuff. 2020, June, Xenoblade, Smash, Mario Kart, Hades, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. Okay. All right, now we're getting into 2021. This Metroid Dread here. Oh, let's go. Smash Brothers. Once again. Smash again. But Shin Megami Tensei 5. Shin Megami Tensei 5. 171 hours. Monster Hunter Rise, nearly 70 hours in that game. SMT5 took the crown. Splatoon got some time though. January, February. Bravely Default, let's go. 60 hours. Bravely Default. Ooh, a lot of time. Monster Hunter Rise. Smash. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin, let's go. No More Heroes 3, heck yeah, baby. I beat that in 1 month. I mean, it's a flawed game, but it's really fun. I like No More Heroes 3. I think it's great. Castlevania Advance Collection. Okay, I was in Nigeria at this point. So yeah, I was in Nigeria and I was with that ghetto internet that I had. So I played a ton of this game. It was great. I like it. SMT5. Yep. October, November, December. SMT5, baby. That was just that was it. Oh, such a great game. So much fun. So much fun. All right. 2022. Most played game. Yeah, Xenoblade. Shout outs to Yak Diesel. Thank you for the 10, man. We'll add that in. I think we're at like 82 on the combo board, right? Shout outs, guys. Let's go. We're close. Triangle Strategy. Let's go. I put 100 hours into Triangle Strategy like in 3 weeks and reviewed it. That was actually, that review, I wish I could replicate that. Like, I can't put 100 hours into an RPG and beat it, but I know that if I had time to be able to put 100 hours into an RPG in 3 weeks and beat the game and give you guys a 100-hour review, I swear I could grow this channel like big, because that Triangle Strategy review did so good for me. Real quick, I just want to talk about that. I need to figure it out. Maybe when my boy gets older and, like, you know, my wife starts working, I'll be able to do stuff like that again. But man, I remember I still am trying to replicate I'm still trying to replicate that Triangle Strategy review because people really like that. Triangle Strategy review, Triangle Strategy after 100 hours, one of the best of all time. And I go to my analytics for this. Like, it's not like it had like, oh my gosh, like the craziest amount of reviews that I've ever done. I got 96,000 views on that video, but that video had 1.3 thousand new subscribers. 1.3 thousand new people subbed to my channel based off of that review. Like, with no promotion, not even crazy editing, no promotion, no free giveaways, no, just off of what I said in that review. So it's like, I wish I had the time to be able to review these AA RPGs like this, because I think I can do so much better and bring in so many new people. So I think once my boy gets older, I can get back to doing that. But I want to try with Dragon Quest, but I just don't have the time to play games that much like I did. But man, back then I did. And like I said, 1.3 thousand new subs off that video. Shout outs to Mr. Joe 9K. Thank you so much, man, for the $50 dono. I appreciate that. Holy smokes, that is super, 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 super nice of you, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you. Okay, is this thing broken? Uh-oh. Hold up. Yeah, I think it's kind of just... Yeah, I messed up on this thing. Okay, it's fine. Shout outs to Mr. Joe, man. I appreciate you, fam. Let's go. Let's go, Mr. Joe. Hey, yo, we out here. Oh, my goodness. We are out here. 133, I think, on the board now. Yeah, I think we're at 133. That is incredible. Shout outs to Mr. Joe. We are now going all the way. You can now do a 500-hour Switch 2 review.
You can now do a 500-hour Switch 2 review.
Kinda. I didn't spend all that time in Xenoblade on the Switch 2, but yeah, I can do that. Maybe I should do a review for like, you know, like after 7 months, right, or something. But I don't know. I was thinking about doing like a half year kind of check-in, but we'll see. We will see. Yeah, I don't know. My this thing broke, or it didn't break, but it messed up. So yeah, this thing, my counter kind of messed up here a bit. So yeah, I don't know why it did what it did. Done. Shout outs though, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. Shout outs to Mr. Joe. You were now the new Okage and Stream Ninja. Yo, I appreciate that.
Valuable items.
We need more 100 hour. We do need more 100-hour reviews. Shout outs to Vizion as well. Yo, the gifts. Yo, we haven't had the gift bombs in a while. Yo, we are out here, Vizion, with the big time gifted. Hey, yo, shout outs. Yeah, you guys gift the Roonies. Yo, I appreciate that, fam. Seriously, thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness, that is a lot to gift, Vizion. That is a lot to gift. Let's get you some big points on that one, man. Let's get you a big pointer on that one. 30 points. 60 on there. 166 on the overclock. You guys are out here. You guys are out here. We have got the platinum streak. We are out here, man. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the support. Like I said, we don't have the biggest audience, obviously, but we have the most passionate. Let's go. You guys are goated. Shout outs to Vizion. Gifted. 10 gifted. Joe. My man, Big Joe. 9K, I appreciate you, fam. 5 hours, Steam Deck versus 500 hours. Switch to big comparison video. I think bananas everywhere would chase me down if I did that video. I think I'd probably have a live action banana assault if that happened, if I did that. I mean, I did not play Steam Deck enough to even do that. But I think it would be the ultimate troll video. But look out, I have an interesting video or idea I was running today. Shout outs to Vizion with the 10 though. Shout outs to Joe 9K. Thank you guys. I was running today and I got the funniest idea for a potential video that I think you guys would really, really like. So maybe I will enact that video soon. So yeah, but 100-hour reviews. Hopefully I can get through Dragon Quest quickly and get you guys a review. Because like I said, I've never been able to replicate this type of success that I had with Triangle Strategy. And I would really like to. I think Chains of Echoes. I'm kind of targeting... I'm kind of targeting the... what was it? The that one game that's like the that one it's like a Chrono Trigger style RPG that's on it's like Threads of Time. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's called like Threads of Time or something like that, and it's like Chrono Trigger. I'm kind of targeting that game to see if I can do something about that. Sorry, Chained Echoes. Chained Echoes. That was another game that I got a ton of love on from people. Like some of the AA RPGs are like my like I like those games so much, but I didn't get 1.3 thousand new subscribers. Even though I got way more views on the Chained Echoes video, I got 319 subscribers off that video. But that Triangle Strategy video, that got so many new people subscribing. I gotta analyze that video and just what did I say in there that got so many people that watched it to say I'm gonna sub. I've got to analyze how I did that in that video because like I don't think I didn't do any giveaways or anything, so I'll be doing some homework on that. I think you missed the $3 dono after me. Justin with the 3, and he said it's funny seeing my year in review this year. Last year I had like 60 hours for the... Oh no, I read that one. Also, you can see every other year. Yeah, and that's when I started going to every other year because Justin said that. Justin did another 3, and he said now you can do the 500-hour switch too. Yes. So we did get those. I thought you meant Adventures of Elliot. Dude, I want to maybe do I think like the HD 2D stuff, I've been missing out on the hype with that stuff. So I think Adventures of Elliot definitely needs to be a game that I seriously need to look at and consider for that type of thing, right? So yeah. Shout outs to Joe 9K. Thank you for bringing that up though. The algorithm, that's true. The algorithm was, you know what, you're completely right about that. The algorithm was different back then. I'm not sure if we could even replicate that. You're right. Because back then we had way less Nintendo grift. So a lot of my videos or a lot of videos would probably pull in more. But I don't think that's the reason why. Like, I don't think that we couldn't get back to at least something like that though, you know? But no, you are right. Like the algorithm and what people were looking at and what Nintendo fans are looking at and stuff, you know, is definitely different now. Because like I said, and listen, the algorithm's the algorithm, the grift is the grift. I get it. Like I said, people are making money hand over fist. Obviously, they're going to keep doing it. So I get that. But yeah, you are right that a lot of those videos do kind of clog up and kind of take up, you know, where YouTube is saying where people should be watching, right? So I'm not sure if AA RPGs are going to get that same type of love. Although I did see a short on YouTube of Metaphor Refantasio, you know, not selling up to expectations. That had 300,000 plus views on it. So, I mean, I think it's just a matter of like when you deploy it, how you deploy it, but it was a negative thing. It wasn't a positive thing on Metaphor. It was a negative thing on Metaphor. So they said that they fumbled Metaphor. So it's like, it's always weird how the algorithm works, like with YouTube Shorts, with live streams, with videos. It's always weird. It's a never-ending mystery to solve. You know, it's Scooby-Doo. We out here. Let's see here. Threads of Time does not exist. Okay, I'm thinking it's like a RPG that's like Chrono Trigger that's on Xbox. What's it called? Xbox Chrono Trigger style RPG. Let me see if I can remember. What's the Chrono Trigger style RPG? I want to watch this though. Hold up. Somebody made like a next gen Chrono Trigger type of thing. I want to react to this and see what you guys think. I want to react to this. Hold on. All right, guys, hold up. Let's take a look. All right. So we're going to take a look at this Chrono Trigger thing. I saw somebody put this out on Twitter one day, and I think it was David V. He's also an RPG content creator, so shout outs. And like, he was like, would you buy this, or would people buy this? Like, I saw it was like a viral tweet on Twitter about that. So I want to take a look at this. I think this is it. I have not seen this video. But they used some AI. They said, I tried to make Chrono Trigger with the help of AI. I didn't use the original Chrono Trigger main theme because it's probably copyrighted and stuff. So Chrono Trigger reimagined, next gen graphics, fan made. I want to see this. Hold up. Give me a second. So, okay, let me take a look at this. All right. So he says that he didn't use the music because it's... Bro, you got to use the music, bro. What? All right, let's take a look. Running like at 1 frame per... Hold up. Running like at 1 frame per second? Luca. Robo. Gwen or Frog. Isla. It doesn't... Oh, okay, that's a nice Magus. Okay, that's pretty good. My name is Gato. I've got metal joints. Beat me up and earn 15 silver or 15 silver points or 30 points or whatever. Why is... Look at Chrono. I think there's a bubble over that, though. I don't think it's open. It's obviously just conceptual here. But could graphics like this work? Okay, that looks pretty cool, too. I gotta admit. That looks... It's basically just Dragon Quest. It just looks like Dragon Quest, right? Nice, Shala. This is very much like a Dragon Quest. Hey, what? The future... Why is the future daytime? The future's nighttime. It's always like gloomy in the future. I was like, where are they driving to? Yeah, it's essentially just Dragon Quest, yeah. This would be this video, and is that Gohan? is that Super Saiyan Gohan? Team Gohan? Wait, hold up. This video, this would be so much better if they simply bit the bullet and just used reimagined music. They don't have to use the original music, but there are remixes of all the different themes, like the dun, 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 like in the court scene. Dun, 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 dun. I get it, because yes, Chrono Trigger music is, a lot of it is copyrighted. Like a lot of Square Enix music is copyrighted, and like you'll get claimed. But they could have used remixes for all this, and it would have been significant instead of just like weird, like weird whatever this music is. This trailer would have been so much better. So much better. Like I'm almost like I kind of want to take this trailer, rip it, download it, and then layer some music on top of it, just so I can just feel the vibes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, looks straight up like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Luca looks great. So does Glenn Frog. He looks great too. Chrono, my boy. Oh, that looks terrible. That looks. I mean, I guess maybe like if you're going for like a remake in graphics, like that would be like the style, right? Like they look tiny, but yeah, that Dragon Quest, how they do it on the overworld looks way better. Like, so I would probably say for like the overworld map, do it like Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. That'd probably be better than this right here. So yeah, that I mean, but I see what they're trying to do here. But yeah, it's AI. I mean, there's not much you can do. I mean, it's AI. So AI is AI, right? So okay, this is the beginning forest. The wooden sword. That's a nice little detail. I will give this whoever did this, he knows, he likes Chrono Trigger. He obviously, this is a super fan, because someone that's just looking at grift off views, they would not do this right here. This is a huge detail right here. Right here. That's a huge, this is Chrono's first sword. It's a wooden sword. Look how it's very different from the other swords, that with like the steel sword and the stuff that he has. So the fact that he actually took the time to say, okay, render out a wooden sword, that is a huge deal. So that right there, you can tell this person is a big fan. This is not a grift. Like that right there tells me he's just not trying to grift for views. I mean, obviously it's Chrono Trigger, so why would you be grifting for views on such a game that's not as popular as like Final Fantasy or something? Like you can do AI Final Fantasy and make way more money. But that's how like you can tell it's like, okay, this guy's a real fan. He has the wooden sword. Yeah, I think I meant Threads of Time. Yeah, that might have been the game. So like, yeah, when you fight these guys that are on the, you know, on the little blobs, these aren't done very well either, but I mean, hey, it's something. But yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, now they have like, okay, there we go. Man. Okay, now this is looking... Well, it got way more detailed in this part for some reason compared to the previous parts. It seems significantly more detailed here. And almost like not a different art style, but definitely looks like he did something different. Oh, I mean, I can't sit here and say that this doesn't get me a little bit excited. Like, if they made a game like this, would I buy it? Of course I would. I would buy it faster than you can say Party Man got bodied in Smash Brothers by me. The mouth moving like that, just they didn't need to do all that. They could have just made it to where... Oh man. Okay, so yeah, shout outs to this guy, Real. So I mean, yeah, all he does is just make like AI stuff, right? Okay. Good stuff by him, man. I gotta admit, like I said, there's a couple things that I feel is really good about this. There's like a couple different things that I feel is very solid about this. Like I said, that wooden sword was good for sure. I think obviously this is like the Dragon Quest style, right? Like you look at this straight up Dragon Quest style, really. But that's what Akira Toriyama's style was, you know what I'm saying, or that it is. It's like this. This is what it is for Chrono Trigger. This is what it is for Dragon Quest. So yeah, it's great. It's a great style. If Square Enix ever remade Chrono Trigger in this type of style, I mean, obviously it would be a big deal. It would be huge, and I would buy and play it. I would have a lot of fun. But I really enjoyed some of the reimaginings here that they did, like Robo and some of the stuff. Isla. I mean, this all looks really good. Like I said, some of the stuff seemed a little bit too much. Okay, the unknown or the old man at the quarters of time. But yeah, like if you throw in a bit of music in here with these different scenes, it becomes transformed, because like Chrono Trigger has like the greatest soundtrack of all time. So that's the only thing that I would say is like, you should have just bit the bullet. And I get AI takes a lot of time, and like obviously the money, you want to make the money off the trailer. But man, it really would have been good if you just took the time to simply just grab the arranged tracks, grab the tracks that are like remix, grab fan renditions of the music, and just blend those in seamlessly to all of them. That would have made me more nostalgic. That would have made the video more of a banger. That would have made the video so much better. But this generic music that they got playing, this is not good enough. Like, it's okay, but it's definitely not good enough. It's definitely not good enough. But I know that he worked hard on this. I gotta say that I know he probably worked hard on this, and you know, and all that. But like, yeah, it would have been a super banger if they had that music in there overall. But yeah, I mean, I think it just gives us an idea. Obviously, it's not, you know, he's not making a game, he's not selling it, so he's just a fan. That's just, I know AI, I know what people think about AI, so I'm not oblivious to that. Like, I'm not trying to sit there and say that it's okay and all that. But I mean, I think he's just trying to recreate something to kind of, you know, give us like what it would look like. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong like with this. You know, we're just trying to, you know, take something that's out there like Chrono Trigger, right, and just say, hey, it'd be kind of cool if it looked like this, right? Like if you tried to make it modern, what would it look like? There are no remakes of Chrono Trigger. There's only one real re-release of the game on the PC. It's like mobile PC, PS Vita, PS3, Super Nintendo DS. Like there's really nothing when it comes down to Chrono Trigger. So it's not like we can even have something that even has anywhere near the new level technology. Like they've literally done nothing with it like for 30 years. There's been nothing added to the graphical scope of the game outside of like better resolution, you know, on mobile or PC. So yeah, I gotta hand it to him. This is nice. I think it looks really good. But I mean, what's the chances? I guess we can talk about that a little bit. What's the chances that we actually see Chrono Trigger come back in this type of way? Like I've talked about it being like a 50-50. But I don't know if they'd ever do something like this. I don't know if Square Enix would ever take the time, effort, and money to spend to recreate it in modern graphics. I just don't think that they care enough to do that. I think that if we did get Chrono Trigger coming back, I would, you know, I think it would probably be like a HD 2D. I think it'd be a remake of, like, you know, you take those pixels, those sprites, and you just remake it in the Unreal Engine, you know, Unreal Engine 4 HD 2D, and I think that's what they'd go with, and they'd probably just do that. I'm more inclined to believe that, or they just probably just release it as a standalone on the, you know, you can just download it for like $20 or something. You can just buy the original game like they did with PC, where they just said, hey, here's the PC release. We added a few different things to the mix. But man, I do want to see this one of these days. I mean, and not like too long from now. It would be nice if they did something like this, or if they did like the HD2 deck. I'm okay with either one. Either one is okay for me, at least, you know, because like I said, this is nice, and I think it'd be kind of cool if there was something like this, just Chrono training outside of his house. Oh man, Chrono has a legendary outfit too. His outfit is so good. So yeah, we'll see. One of these days they'll probably do this, but I'm not sure when or how it'll even happen. So what do you guys think when it comes to this? When it comes to this whole thing, I think it's interesting. Nonetheless, what's the chances of them doing a Chrono Trigger remake like this? Like I said, I'm more leaning towards, yeah, like the HD 2D, or just releasing the game. Like the chances of this specifically happening, like how it is here, like modern graphics, like this just seems really low in my opinion. Like it just doesn't feel to me like they're gonna be like, oh yeah, let's get this done. Square Enix, they've done some of this. I mean, you know, they took Romancing Saga and they remade Romancing Saga, and that's great. That game's actually really good. Romancing Saga, Revenge of the Seven, Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. That's an incredible remake of like a Super Nintendo game or something like that. So it's like they've done it. They can do it. They can definitely do it. They did it with Romancing Saga, and that was, you know, that's a double A. You know, obviously not the biggest budget, but it looked good. It looked good, and it looks great on Switch too. It runs better. It looks better resolution. PS5 it runs good. So it's possible to get something this level done with the Super Nintendo RPG and kind of like retool the battle system and all of that. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think in the chat, man? Like I said, I'm more 50-50, but and I'd say this too, the people in the comment section and people in the chat here, what do you want to see more? Like if you had the choice, like if you can say you're in charge of Square Enix and you can do what you want with Chrono Trigger, what would you want? Would you want something like this where it would be a modern graphics and looks nice and all that? Would you want something like this? Or would you want something like the HD 2D style, you know, like Octopath Traveler, and just like remake Chrono Trigger? You know, like what do you think would be the best course of action for this game and for like everything? So for me, yeah, I'm not sure. I think, you know, if they redid it this type of way, it could ruin it for some fans. Some people can think there's no way they can get all the content in there. Will they split it up like FF7 remake? But they'd have to not do that. So I think that they don't have to go all out on graphics. They can make it look good without going to the crazy lengths that some of this AI did. And I think that they can have a solid remake of a game. Or they can just do HD 2D and keep the style and the spirit of the game originally from the Super Nintendo and kind of go from there. Or they can just release the PC version right on consoles like they did. I don't know what Square Enix is going to do. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Shout outs to everybody that's watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you are someone new. Click that notification bell. And we'll see you for the next reaction. All right, guys. Peace. Okay. That was the video. That video will probably be up. I might make that. I might do that tomorrow. I think I know this guy. Why old games still win in 2026? Oh, interesting. Everyone says old games are better than new games. Everybody says that. Shout outs though. Let's see here. Let's see what you guys have to say here. I could see Square making it a Dragon Quest 11 in 3D, but also having the classic where you can play the old school graphics. Okay, kind of like how they did with Dragon Quest 11 then, right? Says Craig Gaming. So yeah. No, Rule of 3 didn't come back. Rule of 3 didn't come back. Like I said, I don't want to talk about that, dude. I don't want to talk about it, man. It's just weird. Like I said, it's just weird. People just have a crazy negative energy for like no reason. You know, crazy negative energy for no reason. I'm just not gonna do that. Like it gets tiring, man. We're all kind of tired of it. Like I said, if we talk about something that's legitimate or logical, then that's fine. Like if there's news that like actually, oh, this is bad because of this or X, Y, and Z, we'll talk about. We're not talking about stock prices and stuff. That's ridiculous. So if it goes up, then we're gonna talk about, oh, now it went up. Like it's just stupid. Level of quality from Square would be only like Trials of Mana remake. Yeah, it'd probably be that level. That's true, like AA level, which I don't mind that. Like it's okay if they do that. Like if they go like with the AA level, that would be fine too, you know. So that would be fine. I could. Let's need a new 2 terabyte micro SD Express 2 terabyte. Man, you must get everything digital then. Yeah, everything digital. The problem with they have multiple art design that could work with the game, but purists won't like the direction. Personally, I wouldn't mind them using Dragon Quest 7 second style remake style, or even 11S. Yeah, Dragon. Okay, so that's like dolls, but the original game doesn't have a doll like look. Although the original Dragon Quest 7 also does not have a doll like look, but I think it works for Dragon Quest 7 because the characters look stupid in Dragon Quest. Or sorry, yeah, in Dragon the characters look dumb. Maribel looks stupid. That Prince Kiefer looks like a freaking. He looks like Celebrity Deathmatch. He looks like why does he have such a big Tom Brady? Looks like a deformed Tom Brady chin. You have some little stupid guy in like a budget reject Link. Like, they look dumb, so I think it works. Like, every character in that game looks stupid. So I think the doll-like structure takes away from how stupid the characters look. Because those are really stupidly, like, looking characters. They all look like dweebs and, like, dumb. Like, you get, like, a dude, like, with a hole in his, like a guy that's like, what's his face from, Naruto? Kiba? Some, like, Kiba-looking dude, like, with a rat-tailed looking weirdo. A lot of the characters just look really stupid in that game. Like, and it takes your mind off of how dumb they look because of, like, the doll-like atmosphere. So it's like, the doll-like scanning. So I think that with Chrono Trigger, they all look really cool. So I think that the doll-like graphics, they don't need to do that for that game. But for Dragon Quest VII, it works. I think the Akira Toriyama Dragon Quest XI style works better, you know? Blazing Blazers with the $5 donos. What's up, OJ? I'm playing KH2FM on critical mode, having a blast. Yeah, that's really difficult. Shoutouts, man. Shoutouts to Kingdom Hearts. Critical mode. Let's go. Yeah, I broke this thing. I completely broke this thing. Hold on. Let me see if I exit out of it. And then I restarted it. Oh, okay. Does it fix it? No, it doesn't fix it. Oh, no, it doesn't. It does not. I don't know why this thing doesn't want to fix itself. Hold up. I'm just going to do this real quick, guys. I'm going to see if that fixes it. Yeah, I can't move my little... I can't move this little, my combo break meter thing. Like, I can't move it. For some reason after I put it down too far. So I'm probably going to have to, like, exit the stream and then come back. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to deal with it. I'm just going to deal with it for now. Okay. So, let's see here. Yeah, this thing is acting crazy. Alright, here we go. Shoutouts. Thank you for the $5, though. Blazing Blazers, I appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. 174 on the board. Overclocks. We are out here, man. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Let me see if I just... combo text... No, that doesn't do it either. Because this thing's being super goofy. Transform. Reset. Okay, no, that didn't. That just made things. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to play Live Stream Maker right now, and it's not working for me, bro. It's not working for me. Alright. Yeah, like I said, the little thing that's doing that is messing up. Will you and Stealth do a podcast again? Yes, I've reached out to Stealth. We're going to do something coming up here. I don't know when, just because he has limited days. But yeah, we're definitely going to do something coming up here. We're definitely going to do something. We're going to get something rolling here, guys. Just be a bit more patient on this one. But yes, I do have something locked in with Stealth. It might even be this week. So look out for that, a podcast, a video, something where we go over some stuff. So yes, I do have something finally with Stealth. You know, it's been a while. We both said, yo, man, it's been way too long. You know, way too long. So yeah, it's coming. It's coming. All right, get your questions answered though, guys. If you guys have questions, you can tag me. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. My wife just needed the car keys so she can head off to get some pick up some stuff for my boy, our son, and get some other things as well. So yeah. Let's see here. Great afternoon, all is well. Hey, what's up, cool guy? Welcome. How are you doing today, brother? If you guys have questions, feel free. He missed it. I give up. Okay, what happened, V? Hey, what's up, V? Welcome. I missed your comment twice. I said I pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII. Oh yeah, I was doing the video, V. That's the reason why I missed your comment, because I was making a video. That's the reason why I missed your comment. But what's good? You pre-ordered Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate on Switch 2, pre-installed Thursday. So excited. Nice, nice. Yeah, I was doing a video, and then my wife needed the car keys. So Kiefer looks like Team America. Yeah. Their characters look stupid in Dragon Quest VII. I think that was the whole point of the game, is to make them look as ordinary and dumb looking as possible. I think they literally thought about it. I think that's what they thought. The main character looks ridiculous. Like, he just looks like a dweeb. He looks like I don't know, like dark-haired Malcolm in the Middle or something like that. Looks like a complete dweeb. Japanese Malcolm in the Middle. Life is unfair. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. That's what it looks. Just looks like some dweeb. Shout out to Malcolm in the Middle. That show's goated, by the way. I can't wait for that. They're doing like a reunion show, right? Or it's like a forest special. Man, that's gonna be lit. I can't wait to watch that. It's got all the people. It's got everybody coming back, except for Dewey. Dewey's not coming back. They have to recast him, but yeah, they got all these people coming through, so it's great. Let's see here. Can you play Fire Emblem main theme from Smash Brawl? Yeah, I can. It's a good one. Fire Emblem main theme Smash Brawl. Yeah, if you guys have questions, feel free to tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. Yes, I'm getting FF7 Remake Integrate. I'm picking that up. I'm picking that up day one, baby. I am picking that one up. That's going to be a good one, Velvet. That is going to be a good one. I never played Kingdom Hearts, but I want to play it at some point. Do you know if they would remake Kingdom Hearts, or release Kingdom Hearts 1, 2 on modern consoles, or is it only on PC and old hardware? All the Kingdom Hearts games are available to play on PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series, PC, every single game. They have Kingdom Hearts collections. They're all remastered, and you can play them on modern systems. So it's like they're just look up Kingdom Hearts collections. So just look up all those, and you can play every single one. Except for Switch. You can play it, but it's a cloud version of the game. So I don't recommend that version of it. But they have like cloud ones of those games. But yeah, if you have a PS4 or Xbox One or PS5 or Xbox Series or PC, you can play all of them remastered. Like every single game pretty much. So yeah. Do you picking up Lego Pokemon sets? No, I'm not picking up. I'm not big on Lego. I used to be when I was young, when I was little, but not any, I don't really do Legos anymore. Maybe when my boy gets older. I'll do Legos when he gets older, and we can do Legos together. But he's not old enough to where he can do Legos at this point. So yeah. Kingdom Hearts hopefully makes it to Switch 2 this gen. I mean, Square Enix has already stated that Kingdom Hearts, like all their AAA games, all their everything's coming to Switch 2. So I would be shocked if Kingdom Hearts and the games don't come to Switch 2. I think that they are, though. What's up, Blaze Joker? Welcome. Oh, you're planning to start Path of Radiance? Oh, that looks hard as if. I'm going to start it later after I'm done with maybe Trails in the Sky. I'm not really sure. I want to finish Trails. So I think I'm going to go back to Trails this week. Let's see here. It's either get a Lego set or a used car. I know, seriously. Lego set or used car. Yeah, I'm down the hole, guys. Listen, I spent quite a bit for holiday between food and between presents and between staying alive in this inflation era. But no, I'm okay, though. But yeah, no Lego sets for me. I think I'll save that for now. But yeah, they look cool, though. Let's see here. Barrett, Nintendo God has 500 hours in Madden on Switch 2. God. Are you sure it's Barrett? I don't think Nintendo God is Barrett. I don't think it's him. I think it's actually somebody else. Believe it or not, I think it's somebody else. No, I'm joking. It's definitely Barrett. Shout outs to Justin with the 3.
Are there any games or accessories you feel like you got for the Switch 2 during the launch that you never used or played? For me, it might have to be the camera and Street Fighter 6. I'm not really a Street Fighter fan. Lol.
Yeah, I got the camera. I really haven't used it too much, to be honest, just because I haven't. So, It sounds, voice chat and camera and all of that sounds good until you realize, wait a minute, I don't want to talk to nobody. Voice chat, camera, social feed, all that stuff sounds good. Wait a minute, I don't want to talk to, I don't feel like talking to anybody. It's all good until you actually, wait a minute, I gotta talk to people? I don't even feel like I don't feel like talking to nobody. So yeah, that's kind of how it is with me at this point, you know? So yeah. I mean, there's definitely people who use the camera, but I just don't use the camera. But there's definitely people that, like, there's absolutely people that use the camera to talk to their, like, you know, family, friends. Like, if I had, like, if I played multiplayer more, I would totally use the camera and the features and stuff like that. Like, if I played multiplayer, like when Smash Brothers comes out, I might use, like, when the new Smash Brothers comes out, I might use the camera. Like, if I'm playing against party man, like, we're just chilling, I might use the camera, I might use stuff like that. So, like, if I actually played more multiplayer or played stuff like that, I would use it. Like, because I know, like, Obi-Wan plays, that dude was using the camera all the time. And everybody was doing their game sharing camera and stuff. Like, they were using and, like, they still use it. Like, they still go into multiplayer lobbies and use it and do all that. So, which I don't do that as much, you know? So yeah. How do people get time to play 500 hours? Some people play more than, some people play 1,000 hours, because in order to play 1,000 hours of game time per year, you got to just come home and play video games. Like, that's really, you go to work, you come home, or you go to school, you come home and you just play video games. That's literally, and that's fine. If that's how you want to spend your life, if that's what you want to do, I have no problem with that. That's fine. As long as you're getting work done, as long as you're feeling good about yourself, as long as you're still exercising or doing what you need to do or trying to stay healthy or whatever. And even if you aren't, it's still your life to live, you know? But yeah, that's essentially what you do. Is you come home and you play video games. Because I know I've spent that much time in games before. Like, I've spent 1,000 hours in a year before playing games, even with the job. But what did I do? My daughter was old enough to where, and she didn't always stay with me the whole time. She stayed with me sparingly. So I had a ton of time. I'm living by myself. You know, my parents aren't there. I don't have any nephews or nieces. I don't have any other kids at the time. I don't have any other kids. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend. So I edit. I do midweek essence or whatever I'm doing. I stream, and then I just play video games all night. And I would literally just play video games into the night. I go to CVS. I buy candy and cookies or chocolates or whatever. I'd eat, and then I'd say, oh my God, I ate too much. Then I'd go outside and run for 2 hours, like at midnight. And then I'd fall asleep and repeat. And that's what I did. COVID, oh my goodness. All I did during COVID was eat chicken and rice bowls, run for hours outside, and play video games. Like I said, no girlfriend, no wife, no anything. Well, I mean, me and my wife, we were dating at the time. We were dating, whatever, but it was long distance relationship, so it's like whatever. So I just talked with her for like a couple hours a day. And I had a ton of free time. So I would just play video games for 6-7 hours per day. So if you play video games, we can average it out, right? So if you play video games, let's just say you play 6 hours a week times 7. 42 hours a week times 4, so 4 weeks in the month or so, 168 times 12. That averages out to 2,000 hours. So even if you cut that in half, right, to where you're playing 3 to 4 hours per a day, and then you average that every single day for the whole year, even if you cut what I said in half, right? So you're not playing, you can cut that in half, and you would get 1,000 hours. So you just come home and you play at least 3 to 4 hours per day, every single day. Or obviously, there's some days like where you load up, right? Some days like where you might play for 10 hours, or you might play for more, and then maybe you take a day off, or you take a little bit less. But yeah, that's how you get to, you know, 1,000 hours that you play pretty much every single day, and like you spend a good chunk of time playing almost every single day. Or you spend large amounts of times, like for like a good portion of time, you know, playing for 6-7 hours, and then maybe take a little bit of time, but then you also get right back at it. Like, you got to be consistently playing games pretty much every single day to hit 1,000 hours, right? So yeah. Well, we were still preliminary dating and things like that in 2019. It wasn't like official. So yeah. But yeah, 2019 is like when we started up, yes. But 2020 was like things were like locked in and ready to go. When I was younger, that was the light work for me. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, when I was younger, I put a ton of hours into playing video games. I mean, I played video games every single day when I was younger. Every single day I played video games. Every single day when I was young. So that's Justin with the $3.
The way I had time for 800 hours was 3-week vacation time. Portable play while me and my wife watched TV.
Yeah, I think I might put in 1,000-hour. It might be 1,000 hours for me this year, guys. Like, I think I could, even with my job and with my work and with everything, I think I could put 1,000 hours in because I need to finish Trails. I'm gonna do Dragon Quest. There is Fire Emblem is this year. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Resident Evil, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. Oh my gosh, like Splatoon Raiders. Like, there are a lot of longer or big games coming out this year that I want to play. So I could get close. I could potentially put up a 500-hour, 500-hour or 1,000-hour year this year. So yeah. So I got 8. Yeah, exactly. So you just play every single day, or you spend large amounts of time playing. But I think the problem is, it depends on what type of job you have. It depends on, like, if you do physical labor, the last thing that you want to come home and do is start playing games. Like, you're tired, man. You want to do other things. So, all right, first big Nintendo Direct date coming up. So. And it says, report claims major Nintendo Direct plan for February 10th. So there you go. There you go. There you go. Yes, Kai Sinat also says, for those who don't want to watch he says, I quit. Kai Sinat has quit streaming. He may be back in 2027. He's going to travel the world with his new dog. He recently gotten big into yoga, and he's getting married in June. Oh, wow. Congrats to him. I did not know that he has someone... Wait a minute. Hold up. Maybe he's lying. Maybe this whole thing is... Maybe... This guy, Greg, he be trolling sometimes. Never mind. I don't want to sit there and say that was correct. Don't believe what I said with the TL. Because this guy, Greg, he be trolling on Twitter a lot. This guy, Greg, be trolling a lot. Skip to the end. It's just a clickbait ad for his new clothing brand. Okay, so he's just doing a clothing brand. Or maybe it's not. Some people are saying that's the rundown. Anyway, well, congrats to him. Obviously, he's very successful. He has generational wealth. He can travel and do whatever he wants. So he doesn't have to rely on streaming and all that. He doesn't have to. But I think the thing is this, man. Here's the thing. See, if I had a reaction channel, this would be perfect clickbait. You see what I'm saying, big? See, I'm not dumb. If I was gonna react to people and all, I'm not reacting to about Nintendo people. Nintendo Nintendo, this Nintendo fan, oh, he doesn't like Steam Deck. Like, I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna react to this. This would be big. Because it's Kai Cenat. He's one of the biggest streamers in the world. I'm not gonna react to someone that, oh, he doesn't like Steam Deck. Like, I would react to this. That's why I need to make that second channel, bro, so I can do stuff like this, you know? So I can, this is a big reaction right now, man. So that's what I would react to. I'd react to things like this, or like Speed in Africa getting slashed by like a damn Persian, by a damn cougar or whatever, slashed his leg, like, or him racing against Noah Lyles or whatever, him getting beat by, or that's the stuff that you gotta react to. That's the stuff that it's not somebody took. Oh, you like Steam Deck. Foaming at the mouth and going wild because somebody don't like, because they sold a Steam Deck, bro. Imagine. I would react to stuff like this. TLDR, he's focused on mental health and removing aspect. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. I know that he said that he was having some mental health issues, but I'll be honest though, bro, like the way that Kai Cenat does his streams, how his streams are and like what he does, that's the type of stuff that would get you burnt out. Sure, it got you generational wealth, which obviously you do it. If you're gonna do it, if you're going to, you do it, but it's gotta be you though, right? It's gotta be you. I don't think Kai Cenat is a type of guy that's sitting there, like the type of streams that he does and what, is that really him? He's getting older. I mean, obviously he's not old, but he's getting older. It's like, is that what you're gonna do? Maybe. I mean, sure, maybe you can do that. Maybe you can do all that. Maybe it'll be fun. But I think he also saw what Speed's doing. Speed is traveling the world. Speed is being beloved in different countries. Speed is doing all this stuff that just seems monumental. Just seems like it's way more impactful to your life and what legacy you leave outside of sitting there acting wild on a stream, you know, saying all sorts of crazy stuff 24/7 with your homies all around, you know? So it's like, I see where he's going with this, you know, like he's getting married, you know, he's got his clothing brand. I think he can focus on that. Because like in order to do a clothing brand, you got to do it right? If you want to do a clothing brand, you got to do it right. You can't be worried about who you're booking for streams 24/7 and you're not focusing on your clothing brand. So focus on your clothing brand, make sure that's right, make sure it's quality, make sure it's affordable, make sure it's good, do all that and get that popping. And you know, that lasts forever. That's true generational wealth. If you can do a clothing brand that people like and people will buy, that's true good stuff. You know, everybody has long-term and big goals. I mean, everybody has those. I have them too. Everybody has them, or everybody should have them. So I gotta give him props, you know. Shout outs to Kai Cenat. He's one of the GOATs when it comes to streaming, if not one of the GOATs, you know, or the GOAT or one of the GOATs. So yeah. Shout outs to Dragon King with the $1. Shout outs to Dragon King. I appreciate that. Let me get this added on here. 181. We are 19 combos away. We are out here tonight, boys and girls. So thanks for telling me about how the Kingdom Hearts remasters. I thought 1.5 plus 2 were different games all the way they're named. I just looked at Kingdom Hearts and story so far. Do you know if this Kingdom Hearts 2.8? Just start with the first one. Just Google. All you gotta do, just Google search Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 remastered, and it'll tell you which collection it's in. Just start there. Just start there, and you're good. You know, just start there. Just start there. All the games will be on there. They'll be in order. So just go from there. You should be good if you want to play them. Gen 10 is going to destroy Legacy ZA, but we need voices. All right. The Diddy comparison maybe pissed him off too much. I don't think he's really that upset about the Diddy comparison. I think it was just a stupid joke at a time. So I don't think that was anything. You know, I don't think that was anything too much. I don't think that made him upset or anything like that. You know. So. Gen 10 for February 27th. Pokemon Presents Pokemon Day, not Nintendo Direct. Yeah, we're gonna have a Pokemon Day on there. Hey yo, shout outs. Yo, QB Talks. What's good, fam? Hey, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I had to show you some love in my video today, man. Big love. Shout outs to Kiwi Talks. Thanks for dropping by, dude. I love your vids, by the way. I mean, you're one of the few content creators that I'll watch their interviews. So I love your interviews, like with developers. That stuff's awesome. So keep up the good work, man. You're goated. And obviously keep up the awesome nuggets and bits of information, like when it comes to like Metroid or stuff like that. That stuff's so fascinating. So good stuff, man. Appreciate you, fam. But yeah, Kiwi Talks. That's where I got it from for my video today. I appreciate you, man. The video's doing good too. So thank you. I appreciate that. I put over 500 hours into Mario Tennis Aces alone with little content at the launch. Oh, well, that would be easy to do with Mario Tennis Fever. The game is dropping in less than a month too. Okay, nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mario Tennis Fever. Yeah, I keep on like forgetting, but then like not forgetting about that game. Like it's kind of like, oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, shout outs to Kiwi Talks, man. Yeah, the video's doing good, 11K views plus. So if there's any way we can do it in the right way, man, at least try to do it in the right way. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it. OJ, aside from Gen 10 Pokemon, do you think the February Direct is gonna reveal all the first parties for the rest of the year? No, House King. Like House King, we gotta go back and look at what Nintendo does. Does Nintendo always reveal all the first party games for the rest of the year in the first Direct? Absolutely not. There's Directs that we have in the summer where they reveal games. Remember, Super Mario Bros. U. Or sorry, not Super Mario Bros. U. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. When was that revealed? That was not revealed in the February Direct. It was revealed in the summer Direct. And then it launched later that year. So no, Nintendo does not reveal every single game for the year at Directs. No, we always have 2 Directs, one at the beginning, one at the end. We sometimes even have partner Directs, and we have other stuff, right? As well, where there's game reveals, and there's going to be game reveals set for the year at both of those. So you got to just go back and look. Nintendo's never revealed every single game that they have for the rest of the year at a early Direct. I don't think in the whole time that I can think of, there's never been a time that Nintendo's revealed every single game for the whole year that they have at the first Direct. It's always been where they have like another one. I mean, it might be maybe 2018. That might be an exception where a lot of the games in 2018 were like already revealed or they talked about them or something. But most of the time, you're going to get new reveals that launched that year at both times, you know? I'll drop a nugget here and there for you, fam. You're going to see a massive paradigm shift in Nintendo over the next 5 years. A lot of the old guard are retiring. Some have already retired. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the stuff that I talked about too, Kiwi Talks. Like when people discuss, oh, well, you know, Nintendo made this decision. They're going to make the same thing. Like there was a decision like Kiwi Talks, right? Where people were like, oh, well, Nintendo's going to call it like the Nintendo Switch U. And I'm like, well, guys, they're not going to call it that because everybody, and some people were serious with that, right? And I was like, they're not going to call it that because everybody that made those decisions like that, like the Nintendo Wii or the Wii U, they're no longer in the leadership positions anymore in order to make that shot, to make those calls, right? So that was a long time ago. The Wii and the Wii U were a decade plus ago, you know, like those they were thinking about that a decade ago or so, or almost 20 years ago. Going on, the Wii was 20 years ago. The Wii U it launched in 2012. So that is now like from, you know, that was 12, 13 years ago, going on 12, 13 years, 14 years, right? So it's like the old guard, yes, you can look at some trends that work, but if something didn't work, the old guard is, you know, the new guard's probably not going to copy it. If it worked like Nintendo Directs, yeah, that works. So they're going to do that. Like Smash Brothers, that works. Mario 3D Mario, that works. Those work. But copying things that didn't work, that's not something that they're going to do, you know? So yeah. So shout outs Kiwi, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I'll send you a message later. I got a few different things. I got some stuff that I got that I wanted to run by you as well. Some stuff that I learned that I have not said anywhere else, but I'll run it by you and see if we can maybe potentially cross reference or not. But like I said, we'll talk about that later. So yeah, no worries helping you make that coin. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping out, man. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you helping out with the video. The video was nice. Yeah. The video's doing good. Oh, man. So, yeah, I appreciate it. I would say exactly. It looks like a little. There's a little bit of everybody in this game. Okay, he's talking to somebody else. Okay, Mario. I'll drop it. Okay, you said that. Yeah, definitely. You can DM me those nuggets here or there. You know what I'm saying? You can send those my way if you want. I'll give you, by the time the Q2 comes out, we're gonna start seeing way more third parties day and date releases. All right, shout outs Kiwi, man, appreciate you. Hey, you guys, all real quick before you go, Kiwi. Before you go, real quick, make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel if you haven't. You like Metroid, you like developer interviews. This is the guy. This, like I said, I told you guys, I don't watch a lot of video game content creators because a lot of them are fake. This guy isn't. Kiwi Talks is the real deal. Like I said, he talks to developers. He knows what he's talking about. He's not clickbaiting. If he doesn't like something, he says, hey, look, this is the reason why. And he's honest about it. He's not a fraud. Like a lot of these content creators, they dramatize and clickbait for whatever, whether it's on Twitter or not. If he doesn't like something, it's fine. It's not a big deal. He just says, hey, this is not for me. This is what I like. He doesn't blow it up into everything. Like I said, he's a cool dude and he knows what he's talking about and he interviews developers. His video series are great. I highly suggest to go watch it. His channel's right there. Go subscribe, guys. Get this man up to 23,000 subscribers. Everybody here should go subscribe to him. He did reviews on Donkey Kong. He talks about all sorts of stuff. Like I watch the cool stuff about Metroid and all that, but he's got a ton of cool interviews and everything up. Also, another video that I'd recommend is that this one was kind of really good and it kind of came out of nowhere from him, but it was Nintendo's game design philosophy, NZGDC 2025. That video caught me off guard how good it was. So if you want to know how Nintendo does things, he broke it down here when it comes to their games and stuff like that. So if you want to check that video out, you can check that video out. And you guys know I wouldn't show this hard for somebody if it wasn't good content. So make sure you guys go sub to him, man. Make sure you guys go sub to Kiwi Talks. Let's see here. Nintendo has a policy where once devs hit 65, they are forced to retire or relegate to minor roles within the company. Miyamoto is an exception because of his legacy. Ooh, I did not know that at all. But yeah, when it comes to JViews, what you said, man, JViews, like I do think that, yeah, there's going to be more. I think that Japanese developers will be more day and date. Like we're seeing Capcom, right? Capcom, Resident Evil Requiem, Pragmata, Monster Hunter Stories 3, all day and date. That's huge. Capcom is huge overall, right? Square Enix is still adjusting, but they're starting to do, you know, obviously Dragon Quest, that's been day and date this time around now. Like the next Dragon Quest game, I would not be shocked if Dragon Quest 12 is announced in February. They show the footage. It's on Switch 2 day and date with other platforms, right? So I think that, or the next major Final Fantasy game, don't be shocked if that's day and date. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Switch 2, you know, do not be shocked at all if that's day and date as well. So yeah, Japanese devs for sure. Japanese devs for sure. Definitely day and date. Hey, cheers, man. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. So we'll see though. Q2. I don't know about Q2 and JViews. Are you talking about Western devs? Because like I can't. You could never really. Western devs still feel like they don't need Nintendo Switch 2, or that it's not important as much. Like I still think that some Western devs, I mean, they might be changing their mind now with the collapse really of the Xbox sales. But I think a lot of Western devs are just like, they're still feeling like we'll get it done when we get it done. You know, it'll happen when it happens, you know, whatever. We're still full bore on Xbox and PlayStation because we can still make money off of that, right? We can still do this. So yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, Action? Who's Action? I've never heard of this guy, Action Man. Apparently he's a big streamer. He said this about Kai Cenat. Oh man. He said this about Kai Cenat. He said Kai ruined Twitch in my opinion. He quote tweeted Kai's new video and says Kai ruined Twitch in my opinion. It's all literally kids jumping up and down, screaming and seething who can say the N-word most in a sentence. He spawned so many Pop-Tarts that will last a generation. The amount of damage he accidentally did to society will have to be studied in the next 10 to 15 years. Anyways, best of luck with the clothing stuff. I mean, like, I don't 100% agree, but I don't like 100% disagree either. Like, he did spawn a bunch of stupid, foul-mouthed morons. I will say that, but that's not his fault. He said accidentally. He said accidentally. But that is true. That is true. He did spawn a bunch of complete, but that's not his fault. That's not his fault. After seeing Pragmata, anything is possible. Yeah. But Pragmata, that's a Japanese game. It's Capcom. It's a Japanese game. But yeah. I'm hoping that we do get more Western developers to, you know, to jump on board with that, you know? I'm hoping. We'll see. We will see. My guy Kai was just being him, and that's why many celebrities was on his streams, and he kept coming back because they could just be themselves. I disagree. I don't think Kai was just being him. If he was just being him, he wouldn't have the type of mental breakdown that he had. Being you is effortless. It flows. You don't have to quit. You don't have to say, oh, I can't do this. You don't have to do all that. This is effortlessly me. I'm not going to say I quit. Bro, this is me. This is me. This stream, this is what I do, talking about games. Even when trolls troll, even when people, maybe I'll take a day or two. Maybe I'll take a week. Maybe I'll take a month. But it's not a I quit. I think it's not him, or it's starting to not be him. People evolve. People change. I think he's tired of the celebrity stuff. He's tired of having to do the next thing. He's tired. It's not him. It's not completely him. I don't think it is him saying the N-word 1,000,000 times in a row. I don't know if that's 100% him. I think that's what is, maybe it's a little bit him and his audience. Oh, here comes the donations. Here comes the popularity. Here comes everything. Okay, so now it makes it more about him, but I don't think that's 100% him now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if it's him, because if it was, why quit? Why take the big break? Why have to reset mentally? Why have to say, maybe I'll come back? Nah, if it's you, it's you. Do it. Do it and stick with it. You don't got to quit nothing. You can take a couple days and be refreshed, ready to go like I do. This thing here with me, that's me. It's one of the reasons why I don't respond to weirdos. It's not me sitting here responding and criticizing everybody that says that they sold their Switchers. That's not me. Or sitting there watching people's videos, watching their live streams to get upset or angry about. That's not me. Like, hell no, I ain't gonna do all that. Sure, could I do it and make money? Sure, anybody can. That's not hard. Could I do it for pennies? Absolutely. Could it be kind of like me? Sure. I like responding to stuff. I like debating and things like that. But if it's not you, it's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not you, it's not you. And that's the reason why he needs a whole mental... It's January. He's talking about quitting until 2027. He needs a whole year off. That doesn't sound like you to me. That is... Because it's not like... How long has he been streaming? He's not been streaming for like 10 years. He's been streaming for like, what? 6 years? 5 years? So it's not like he's a 10-year veteran at this job. It's not like he's been going at it for 10 years... And he's got 2 Super Bowl MVP. Well, he's got Super Bowls. Obviously, he's been Streamer of the Year. So he's got a couple championships But it'd be like Patrick Mahomes saying, I need a break. Or not even Patrick Mahomes has been in the league for like 7 years. Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, I'm done. I'm quitting, you know? So I don't know. Is that him? Does he want to hang out with all these celebrities? Does he want? I don't know if that's him. I don't think that's him. I don't think that's fun to him. Does he want to hang out? He wants to hang out with Mariah Carey? Dude never talked about Mariah Carey a single time. From what I understand, he never talked about Mariah Carey a single time in his stream. He never discussed Mariah Carey, but she shows up on his stream to promote her new album. I think he did that because obviously his talent booked Mariah Carey, and therefore he needs to create a show around Mariah Carey. But I highly doubt this dude's bumping It Will Linger On, new baby, the true baby, whatever. I highly doubt he's bumping Mariah Carey. My sisters listened to that like 30, 40 years ago. I don't think he's bumping Mariah Carey in his office or in his room or in his house. I highly doubt it. So, well, yes, it's cool being with all the celebrities and Kevin Hart and things like that. I think he needs a break, and I'm not sure if that's him. I think he wants to enjoy time and live his life and be him, you know? We're talking about Kai Cenat. Let's see. A lot of people are out there criticizing other people and content creators for what purpose? I mean, there's nothing... Listen, when you put yourself out on the internet, you're open to criticism. So there's nothing wrong with criticizing somebody else. If you have some criticism, go ahead and levy it. Nobody cares at the end of the day. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, me personally, this is just my own personal thing. I'm not going to waste my time consistently watching other middle tier to struggle streamers, struggle tubers, clickbait tubers. I'm not going to sit there and watch their content all the time and have to rebuttal. I don't mind talking about it. We can have them on for a debate. I can do that. But I'm not going to sit here and do this every single day or every single time. We're not doing that. You know, we're not, I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to waste my time sitting here reacting to every single content creator. Like I said, struggle tubers, small tubers, you know, things like that. I'm not going to do all that. Or middle of the line tubers because they didn't like Nintendo or because they didn't like, I'm not going to do that 24/7. That just seems, like I said, like your life is bad if you do that. Like your life seems bad. You seem miserable. I would be miserable if I did that. I did that before. I tried it in 2013. Trust me, I was miserable. It was a miserable existence. So it's not something that I would do. Now, if somebody else wants to do it, have at it. Have fun. Do it. Enjoy. I hope you enjoy your $71 YouTube payout from the video or whatever that you get. You know, whatever. In some case, your $15 YouTube payout. Like, enjoy it. Have fun. You know, but for me personally, I got big goals. I got bigger things that I want to do. Like I said, the NFL stuff, I really want to work on that, right? Like, I want to work on the NFL stuff. I want to do clothing one of these days. I want to do a comfortable, lazy clothing brand that would be like affordable clothing brand that you guys could pick up, right? That's like streamer attire, right? Like stuff like this or whatever, like cool designs that would be affordable and cheap, and you can wear it like when you're playing games, like gamer wear, you know? Like, I want to do that. Like, I have a lot of cool goals and things that I want to do in my life. Even though I'm old, like I still have like I have like 20 to 30 years worth of ideas that I want to do for video games and content, like online. I'm thinking big, like big overall. Like this year has kind of like been like a wake up for me. Like, I need to market my channel more. I need to do more things. Like I need to be more about it, right? So me personally, I wouldn't waste my time, even if I was a small fry. Like, with all the tools that you have in today's day, if I was even like small, like 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs, I would not waste my time with other people that are even, I'm at like, you know, 100K or 200K. I would be, like I said, going higher. But that's just me, you know? That's just me. Because like back then, we didn't have the data and we didn't have the stuff that told us about that back then. So people reacted to other people like that because that's what it was. Like in the, you know, like the 2000s, right? The late 2000s, the early 2010s. Yeah, you do reactions to all sorts of people because YouTube wasn't as big back then. But now the tools and everything for you to be a successful content creator are out there. Now it's on you to find a way to get it done and do whatever. And people try. Like I said, people turn to clickbait, people turn to rage bait, people turn to all sorts of stuff. Do whatever you need to do. Whatever works for you and what you want, go ahead and do that, you know? So, but for me, that doesn't work for me. Could I rage and clickbait and AI slop my way, AI thumbnail, AI slop my way to views? Of course you can. It's a way to do it. It's just one way. People are doing it with Nintendo, and it can be a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? There is a path. But for me, that's just such small fry. That's just such, it's not big terms, you know, it's not big time for me. So for me, I want to do something even more, you know? So like I said, that's why I want to do the NFL stuff, but I want to get the right format. I want to get a graphic designer. Like I want to get it right. I want to do it right. I want to get it right, you know? Never too old to dream, you know? 2013 OJ was definitely, I was miserable. I was legitimately, I was happy in the sense that I'm always a happy guy. My uncle, my favorite uncle, my Uncle Leo, he's my favorite. He loves me. I love him so much. He came here over the past holiday break, right? And he asked me a question. He's like, hey man, you're always a happy-go-lucky guy. Do you ever get mad? That's what, and he's known me, obviously, like, he's known me since I was like 2. You know, it was his birthday. Like we were celebrating his birthday. That's why I couldn't be on this podcast, because like I was taking care of like him and like my cousin who lives in Texas. He's like an engineer. He came here, you know, so I was taking care of them. I was making sure that they have food, and my wife was making sure that they're all set, because my mom had to go to work because they're at my mom's house. So I was making sure everything was good with them. You know, I was taking out to eat. I was making sure they got games to play, whatever. Just making sure that they're comfortable, you know, make sure to take care of them. And like he asked me like, do you ever get mad? Do you ever get upset? You're always so happy-go-lucky? And I'm like, to be honest, no, not anymore. I'm like, but uncle, there was a time that I used to. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, about, I mean, yeah, I've gotten mad with other things, like certain stuff when it comes to like family, like, so there's certain things that I've gotten mad about, but it's usually like, it's dropped after like a second or two. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dropped after a second or two. So yeah. So yeah, it is what it is there. Probably already talked about it, but all those people saying that selling at least 6 million on the first year Q4 is a disaster is completely bonkers. Well, yeah, I mean, we don't know what Nintendo sold yet when it comes to their sales. But yeah, if they sold 16 million in the first 7 months, that's the fastest. That's still, I think, the fastest selling system of all time. So yeah, I mean, anybody saying that that's not good definitely does not know video games, but that's more than the PS5, that's more than the PS4, that's more than the Switch 1, that's more than all the best, that's more than the DS, that's more than the PS2, that's more than pretty much all of the best selling systems of all time. So yeah, if Nintendo was able to sell 16 million units or ship out 16 million units or whatever in the first 7 months, that's still the best selling of all time. So it's still pretty good. It's still really good. It's the best. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we are too old to be upset. Yeah, I get upset at things, but I don't get upset at things for very long. Like I drop it after a little bit of time. Like it doesn't make me like, I don't let it linger like to like the next day or like to the next hour. Like if I'm upset about something, I'm upset, then I kind of just brush it off. Like I let it go. Now some things can be bothering me and but it's not going to dominate my day. It's not going to dominate my mood. It's not going to dominate my demeanor. It's not going to dominate, my stream. I'm not going to take it out on everybody here. Although there are some times I think some of you guys can tell maybe I'm a little bit more irritable, like with people that are trolling. But if you're like not trolling, or if you're not like if you're just asking questions or you're just being cool or whatever, I'll be cool, But yeah, like I don't really let it get to me too much. I'm pretty even keel. I didn't used to be though. I used to get upset at lots of stuff. I used to be like when I was younger, I used to get upset all the time and like I used to do that. But now at my age, like it's like I realized that like there's no point. And I started getting gray hairs. I think I still got gray hairs. Like I'm starting getting like around like the back. I was getting like gray hairs like around here, like around and all that. But like they're like going away. So, and like I started getting gray hairs in my beard too. I noticed that. So I'm like, okay, am I too stressed? Like what's going on? Like what is going on? But like last year I had some stress. So like I need to make sure that doesn't happen. Like I don't want a bunch of gray hairs. My family, we don't get gray hairs early, or like we don't get gray hairs even into our like 50s, 60s. Like my dad, like he didn't have a bunch of gray hairs, and like he's like old. Like he shaved his head bald, but still, like he wasn't like when he was in his 40s, when he was in his 50s, he didn't have a bunch of gray hair all over his head, My brother, he's older than me. He doesn't have a bunch of gray hairs either. So like my family, we're not like gray hair people. Like, yeah, we get a couple gray hairs here and there, but it ain't nothing that big. Like you can pluck them out and they won't grow back. But I noticed in my beard, like even a few years ago, like when I get stressed about some things, gray hair would pop up, and I still have a few, but I noticed like I've been a lot more like from last year to this year, or even from the first part of last year to the second half of last year, I was way more chill with certain things. And I noticed that, like the gray hairs are starting to like calm down. Like my hair is not all gray in the back like it was before, you know? So yeah. I mean, it wasn't crazy gray. Like, I'm not gonna exaggerate here. There was just like probably like 10 to 15 gray hairs on around the back of my head. You know, which my brother was like, why do you have gray hairs? My brother is 7 years older than me. He's like, why do you have gray hairs? My brother doesn't have a single gray hair on his head. At least nothing that I can see, you know? And he's 7 years older than me. So I'm like, okay, hold up. Like, you know? And like I said, my family, like the men in our family, we don't get gray hairs till we're like 60 or something like that. Like 60 is like where you actually, okay, it's going gray. And that's like how my uncles are. That's how my dad was. That's how my dad's brother is. That's how all of us are. Like, you know, we don't get gray hairs till like we're like 60, like 50 something, 60. So gray hairs are hereditary, or mainly hereditary. So yeah, should be noted that clickbait AI slop tubers are generally not built for the long term. You OJ are here organically. Some people buy subs with bots, etc. Not being fake counts a lot. Yeah, no, I mean Figure Giant, absolutely, man. Like I said, we're playing the long game, and I know I play the long game. Obviously, sub counts and all that, blah blah blah, whatever. People buy subs, people buy views, people do whatever. They buy lots of stuff, right? And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like AI slop, rage bait slop, that stuff is more of a short term profit, but that's how some people are, right? Some people will crash the stock market, put everything into it, pump and dump, and leave, right? Ruin everything, but hey, I got my money when I got my money, right? Me, I'm a long-term sustain type of thing. But once again, that's my style. That's who I am at this point. I realized that after the whole, you know, the 2013 situation, I realized that. And I'm like, hey, look, I don't need to be doing all that. I need to be more me. You know, I need to be more me. I need to do it the right way. And that's what I've been doing ever since then. Like I said, we get a little spicy, we get a little choppy here and there, but at the end of the day, there was times when people were like, yo, OJ, this guy that trolled you before, he said something about you. I remember back in 2017 or 2018, they're like, oh man, this guy, OJ, man, he said something about you. You should really watch the video. I remember my boy Coloco, who used to make videos. He don't make videos anymore, but Coloco, he made a video. He told me, hey, OJ, this guy said something about you, man. Like, you need to talk about him. And back then, that guy had more subs than me. So it was like, okay, hold up. You might want to respond. And I'm like, no, I'm good. No, didn't watch. This was, like I said, this was back in 2017, 2018. I'm like, no, I'm good. Didn't watch the video. Didn't look. I'm good. Nope, don't need to. You know? And ever since then, I don't know if that person still made anything or not. I don't care. I think they just laid off because they saw that they weren't getting any type of reaction. Like, I wasn't putting them on my screen. Like I said, like I might say, oh, that person, but I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't putting them on your screen. The thing that a lot of these slop tubes and a lot of these people want, they want you to put them on your screen. They want you to talk about them and show their channels, show their videos, show them talking, show them, because it provides them with their dopamine. It provides them with their, oh, I'm useful today. Oh, I did something. Oh, I'm relevant. If you don't give them that, bro, there ain't nothing there. If you simply say, I don't watch your slop, I don't watch your channel, I don't watch your ish, I don't care what you say, they're screaming into a void. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They can do whatever they want. Nobody cares. I don't care. Most people don't care. The whole world does not care. There's billions of people in this world. Most of them do not care. So that's what you got to do at the end of the day, you know? So yeah, you're right. You got to focus on what you got to do. You got to build long term. And this goes for everybody. We're not just talking about content creator. If it's your job, if it's your health, if it's your relationship with your family, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your kids, you got to work on this long term. It's never any short term stuff, guys. It's got to be, you got to think about the long term. Don't think about what should I do right now in order to get what I want. Like your kid, I'm not trying to tell you guys how to raise your kids, but like, okay, your kid does something bad. You smack the hell out of them, right? Yeah, short term, they're going to cry, they're going to stop, but long term, that could be some problems. I realized that very early with my daughter back in the day. Yeah, sure, short term, but long term, that can have severe consequences for behavior in the long term. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you've got to take everything with that type of approach. The short term pump and dump, it doesn't always work. It can screw over everything. Look at that one chick. what's that one chick? I forgot what her name is already. Haley or that one girl, the Welcher, I forgot, but she made some type of stupid sexual joke or whatever, and she got famous off of that. And she did one crypto scheme, pump and dump, to make a lot of money real quick, which she got paid, and that ruined everything for her. All because her team and her wanted to do a crypto scam to make as much money as fast as possible. To make as much money as fast as possible, and then look what happened. She ruined her whole career over that. So that's what I realized, man, is that like you got to take the slow and methodical approach. You got to obviously have a sense of urgency, but you also have to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Yeah, Hawk Tua. There we go. Hawk Tua. The Hawk Tua girl. She completely ruined her whole fame. I mean, she didn't really have any talent anyway. She just got lucky, and she made a stupid joke that people really felt was really funny. And she got famous off of that. Like I said, but you watch her podcast, it's trash. She was a super senior. So I think it's well documented that she's not very smart. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I think it's documented. Like, she was like 20 years old in high school. And it's not like she started, like, she was 20 years old in high school. Okay? So that tells you something. And obviously, pump and dump crypto scheme, letting people take advantage. Those are the signs of somebody, maybe not all, once again, not all the screws. Not the sharpest tool in the tool shed. You see what I'm saying? I've had people try to crypto PlayerEssence pump and dump, and I'm like, block, spam, and it was legitimate crypto peeps. Hey man, what do you think? I said, block, spam, don't ever talk to me or my son ever again. Sure, could I have made a little bit of coin? Yeah, but I'm not gonna put you guys in jeopardy. Could I have made? They were offering a couple grand. They were offering a nice little package for my channel. I'm not even that big, but I was like, no, I'm good. So yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to build it the right way, man. Like, you got to build it the right way. So to figure Drawing's point, you got to build it the right way. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build it the right way. We're not trying to build it the wrong way. We're trying to build it the right way. Yeah, she was a super senior. She was about 19, 20 years old in high school. Ultra senior. Ultimate senior. She was like pointing like this, like Gohan. Like, she's like in Algebra 2. Super senior. Oh man, that's unfortunate though, because that's how she might have got taken advantage of a little bit too. Somebody knew that she wasn't that smart. Took the crypto pump and dump and ran. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. I'd appreciate it if you guys did. We are well over on time, but we are only 19 combos away from 19 combos away from an overclock. Or from a platinum and a half. Actually, we have to play the platinum and a half combo breaks. I have not played the limit break for platinum and a half. We had 150 a while ago in terms of the overclock, so let's get that going. I will stream for like another 10-15 minutes or so. 10 minutes or so. We can do that. I'll do some shout outs too for those who supported, just so we can get that so I don't have to do it at the end. So big love to Dan Gonzalez, Justin with the 3, Blazing Blazers with the 5, Justin with the 3, Vin Diesel, Yak Diesel, Justin as well, Deported Sicilian, double donos coming in, Darius with the big 10, thank you so much Darius, Party Man, Cart World, shout outs Dean, as well Nate E, shout outs Crispy Tofu, big love as well, Cyber Taurus, shout outs Justin, Crispy Tofu, thank you guys so much for the support. Also Joe 9K as well, appreciate that fam. Thank you guys so much for your support today. Seriously, you guys are freaking incredible. What mechanic do you think will be a nice surprise for the next 3D Mario could implement? I have no idea. It's 3D Mario, so they can do anything. But I have no idea. She was like how these college football players are 8-year seniors. College football is turned into a professional sports league. So yeah, you're going to have adults. You're going to have real men playing in college football these days because it's become an actual professional organization where you're like, yeah, I'm good in college. I can make $15 million, make generational wealth. So yeah, I'm good. You know, I don't even got to be in the NFL. So yeah. Let's see here. Yo, Snow Hawthorne, welcome to the Jonin Tier Squad. Thank you so much. Yo, shout outs to the Elite Ninjas today, man. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the Jonin Tier Squad. Shout outs to my man. We out here tonight. Big love to Snow Hawthorne. Exclamation mark member, guys. Become an Elite Ninja. Get your emotes and your badges. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's get them up on the board here. Let's get a couple points coming through. Appreciate that. Well, I got the stuff. You got the Monado, baby. You can see the future. Let's go. AI is not slop to me because I think AI is awesome to me, in my opinion. That's fine. You can have your opinion of AI, whether it's slop or not. I think that there's good AI and there's stuff that works, and I think that there's slop AI as well. So I think that, you know, not all AI is slop, but there's definitely slop AI as well. I didn't say all AI is slop. Shout outs to Shot X as well. What up, Shot X? So I didn't say all AI is slop. But there's different styles of AI. There's different types of AI. Obviously, Nintendo uses AI upscaling. You know. So there's also that too. So yeah. Shall we end the show with the Mario Power Tennis theme? Yeah, we could do that. I got you. Mario Power Tennis. My boy is on the door. He hears me and he's like, hey, Dad, it's been a hot minute, man. It's been a hot minute. Can you help me out here? Have you played Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined demo? I have, Steven. I made a whole video on it. So if you want to see what I think about that, or I made part of the video about it. So if you want to see what I think about it from a gameplay perspective, you can check out my video that I did a couple days ago. I made it on January 9th. So a number of days ago. And yes, it's a very good video. It's it's a very good game. I did play it. I actually maxed out. Well, I have my Switch 2. I have my Switch 2 right here. And I have my Dragon Quest demo. Update the software. But yeah, I have it right here on here. And I have my Dragon Quest 7 demo. It's this one right here behind it. And I could show you guys my hours in Dragon Quest 7. Yeah, this song's a classic, man. But yes, I've played it. It's very good. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. I'm really looking forward to that game. I am going to spend a lot of time in that game. I am going to play that game. I'm going to see if I can get that 100-hour review or however many hours. See if I can capture some of that magic back with that triangle strategy review early in the year, you know? Pick an RPG that maybe not everyone's going to play. But here we go. Where's my profile? No friends online. Okay, it's still connecting. Yeah, it says 10 hours or more. And on my profile it says 10 hours or more, but in the game it actually says more than that. But yeah, I maxed out on the demo. I maxed out in my proficiency. I maxed out in my level, so I can't go any further. But yeah, I'm really liking it. Here's the demo. Yeah, Dragon Quest demo. And I was gonna see if I was gonna stream it, but then I ended up just not being able to do anything else. So yeah, I know you can't see it, but it says 14 hours. So yeah, I put 14 hours and 23 seconds into it. So 14 hours and 23 seconds into it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's right here. I like it a lot. I've got level 15. My hero, main character, he's at attack 49, defense 43, agility 32, magical might 43, and magical mending 59. Anybody want to check theirs? If you're maxed out, can you check yours and see how it compares to mine in terms of his stats? Maribel, level 15, maxed out for the demo. Obviously, in the full game, you're going to be able to go past that. Attack 39, defense 31, agility 53, magical might 74, and magical mending 39. And then Kiefer, my prince here, he level 15 and attack 65, defense 49, Agility 26. He has no magical might and no magical mending. So yeah, he's not a magic guy. But yeah, my guys are good. I had a couple seeds of salvations or seeds of whatever, so I used it on some of the characters. So that can obviously be a difference in the in some of the stats. But yeah, I got all the best equipment. I got a mallet for my man Kiefer. He got a big mallet. Look at that. Got a big mallet for Kiefer. So you can see right there a big mallet. I've got the leather shield. I've got a hardwood headwear. I got the leather armor, and I've got the hammerhood heart as a special gem on there, like a special ability gem. And critical hits definitely gets you to more critical hits. I have the bow tie on. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Give me that. I have the bow tie on Hero. Give me the bow tie. No, sorry. I have the slime heart, and the slime heart gets me the essence of wobbliness. Makes definitely dodging enemy attacks matter. Yeah, because like he can heal too, so I have that on him, so he can dodge some attacks. And then I have the golem heart on Maribel, and that is the indomitable will to hang tough when death is knocking at the door. So defense bump once you get down in HP. So yeah, I think that works well for each one of the characters. Did you get the Thorn Whip, spiked green enemy? I did not get a Thorn Whip. Where can I get that Thorn Whip at? Maribel best weapon dropped early in the game from the Thorn Whip. Where do you get the Thorn Whip at? Like where at? It's a weapon drop? Where do you get the... I have her with the dagger right now. And I think she has a dagger. So I have her with a... What do I have her with? I have her with a... I have her with a knife. Yeah. So where's that whip at? You need to get back on your RPG grind? Yeah. So like, tell me where that's at. And then I'll see if I can go get it. I'll run over there right now. And I'll see if I can get that. Thorn Whip. What about any other weapon? Is there any other weapons that that drop that are better for Hero or Kiefer? Change the look of your character when you get new equipment in the Dragon Quest demo. Can I change the look? No. Well, outside of the weapons, yes. Like the weapon that you have, yes, that changes the look. But your armor, no. And your accessories, no. But the weapons, yes. So if you have a different sword, that will be a different sword. If you have a different shield, that'll be a different shield. But like your actual outfits, no. But however, there are outfits in the game, but they're predetermined outfits. Like they're predetermined. Oh, this is her outfit for this. This is his outfit for this. It's not like, oh, you wear this armor piece, you wear it's not like Xenoblade. Like Xenoblade 1, where like, oh, you have these different armor pieces and stuff, but where you can see it. Probably need to replay the Thorn Whip green enemies in the fragment map. Oh, green enemies in the fragment map. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna replay it for that because that Thorn Whip might not even be like one of the best items, or I might be able to buy it in the full game. So I'm definitely not gonna replay it for that. Heck no, I like my save file. I like my maxed out save file. Like I got a lot of gold. I got 5,000 plus gold. I got 15 level. I got everything maxed out that I can. So yeah, I'm not gonna replay for a Thorn Whip. Plus she's a magic user anyway, so she's more about her magic attacks than she is about hitting people like with a whip. So yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to do that. And like I said, I think once the full game comes out, you might be able to revisit areas. So yeah, I'm good on that one. Hey OJ, saw you on the Spawncast. You a funny dude. Hey, thank you, Donald Lee. If you have not subscribed to the channel here, subscribe here. Yeah, I can definitely be funny at times. I can be funny at times. So yeah, shout outs, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming out. Thanks for watching. First of all, one, thanks for watching the Spawncast. And two, thank you for coming through to my stream as well. Appreciate that. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you have not. Maribel's top weapon, but we can revisit it at launch. Her top weapon for the whole game? Yeah, I don't know about all that. We'll see once the game comes out. I was talking about some people that think that all AI is slop, but I know that's not all AI is slop. I just want to make that clear. Okay, yeah, it's all good, Sean. Yeah, I don't think all AI is slop, because there's some AI that's like, okay. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of changes coming with AI though, man. There's a lot of changes coming. A lot of jobs could be lost. There's a lot of stuff that's happening with it, so we'll keep our eye on that, I guess, right? New Golden Sun or Switch 2 after Mario Tennis. I hope so, but they'll probably just start working on the next Mario, like Mario Golf or something. Probably just start working on the next Mario sports game after that. But all right, guys, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. I have went long enough. My boy is banging at the door. My wife needs to eat something as well. We need to eat. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Shout outs. I gave everybody shout outs that dropped donos. Thank you so much. We will be back probably Thursday. We will be back with a brand new stream, and of course content, edited content, new videos, all that good stuff. We'll be back with all that tomorrow morning. We'll have more vids and more stuff. We'll probably do 2 videos tomorrow. So yeah, we'll probably do 2 vids tomorrow. But I don't know if I'll have a video early in the morning. We'll see. But yeah. All right, guys. Love y'all so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are the GOATs. You guys are the best. Check out my most recent video. If you have not seen my most recent video, check it out. It's on Metroid Dread 2, or new 2D Metroid game for the Switch 2. So it's on that. So shout outs to Mr. Kiwi Talks. And yeah, we'll see you guys for the next one. Love y'all. Thank you guys for the support. Big love to the Combo Breaker boys. Going further than beyond. And yeah, thank you guys so much, man. Take it easy. You guys have a good one. Relax. Enjoy your night. Get some rest. Drink water. All that good stuff. Get ready for work. Do what you need to do. Like I said, be like me. Take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't get too upset about things. Go into it with the even keel, guys. Somebody says something stupid, go into an even keel. Somebody does something family bugging, even keel. Keep everything in front of you. Keep everything chill. Be cautious. Just be cautious. Be thoughtful, and everything's gonna be fine. Your stress, everything's gonna evaporate. Everything's gonna be okay, and everything's gonna be good. You're gonna get everything that you need if you have that attitude. All right, guys. So just keep that in mind on this day off, or on this next day, and don't do anything that I wouldn't do. All right, guys. Be safe out there. Okay. All right. Love y'all. We'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, guys.